Alex Otti is the governor of Abia State. The man that they said did the most. The governor that is the best governor for them. Our best governor, Alex Otti, is now praising Tinubu. How will they feel? I salute you. Welcome. I think we are live. We are live on other channels. Okay, that's good. Bye. So let's go. Alex Otti has been trending. Wow. You know, the trending news everywhere. Close unused apps running in the background. Which app is running in the background? I bet, leave that in. So Alex Otti has been enjoying himself right now. I believe it's getting to the point that Alex Otti will now reveal his true color or what he believes or what he stands for. I strongly believe that Alex Otti stands for the good thing. Alex Otti stands for Tinubu. Alex Otti can confirm that Tinubu is the one that is making him to have enough money in his state. But you see, there's something that has been exposed about Alex Otti. Maybe Alex Otti is trying. Okay, there's no doubt. I'm not going to doubt that. But for the fact that some people have been promoting him, pushing him, telling us that he's the best governor is what we don't agree. Because Alex Otti is not the best governor anyways. Alex Otti is one of our governors from the Southeast that is doing maybe the best compared to other governors in the Southeast. But when it comes to Nigeria as a whole, we cannot say Alex Otti is the best. Alex Otti can be, let me say, the first governor in the Southeast that is doing well is Peter Mba. Let's say Peter Mba, followed by Soludo. And then maybe I would say Hope Uzodinma. They can be at the same level anyways. Hope Uzodinma and Soludo can be at the same level right now. But Peter Mba is still number one. Hope Uzodinma is the chairman of the Governors Forum and all of that. He's trying. But Alex Otti is the last. So there are 5 states in the Southeast. So the first state should be Enugu State, which is Peter Mba, followed by a tie of Imo State and Anambra State. That is Hope Uzodinma and Soludo. Then that's how many states? 3 states. Then the next one should be Abia State. But Ebonyi State is doing well anyways. So where would I place Ebonyi State? I will place Ebonyi State before Abia State. So Abia State is Ebonyi State is the 3rd. Alex Otti is actually the 4th governor. You understand me? No. Yeah, Alex is the 4th because now, remember, Imo State and Anambra is at a tie. So yeah, Abia State, Alex Otti just came last. From my own analysis, from what I see, based on their performance, that is in the Southeast. So we can rank governors in their regions and then bring out the best. The best governor today that is still standing is the Lagos State governor. Before, people used to say Borno State, but that is not true anymore because of what is going on, because of the details that I have and the latest revelation of what is going on in terms of insecurity that is going on in Borno State. That the insecurity that is going on in Borno State is championed by the state government. It's the state government that is allowing it to happen. The state governors, the state government in Borno State allows it. Even in all the northern part of Nigeria, the politicians, especially the government in the state governors in the region, they are the one that is allowing, aiding and abetting criminality. Most of them are getting paid, is politically motivated. And they are also, you see, so we can rank governors in their region. So ranking the governors in their region, Alex Otti come last. But nevertheless, he's still doing well. Looking at Abia State as a whole, because I've listened to so many Igbo people say that they never had any governor before in the past. In fact, they never recognized Ojus Okalu, followed by the man that just finished. What's his name again? I've forgotten his name now. The last governor that just finished, the governor of Abia State. Yeah, I just forgot his name. Ojus Okalu did not do anything for them. And then the one that left now did not do anything for them. So judging at what Alex Otti now is doing based on what has been going on in Abia State. So that is why the people of Abia or Igbos are saying that Alex Otti is the best governor for them. Because when they look at the previous governors, they did nothing for them. Thank you very much, Olatunji, for coming. Guys, can you help me to tap and share? It's not my usual time, but I'm planning on, because since the campaign is coming, I'm getting ready to broadcast at all times. So get ready. You can see me come live anytime, man. I got no time. Usually I broadcast from 10 p.m. But I mean, I'm getting cleared of my schedule. So I'm going to be broadcasting anytime. So you're going to be seeing me anytime now, because you are getting close to the campaign period. You get the point now? So my job, I'm getting ready to do my job properly. So because of looking at the history of Abia State, I need to look for the name of that governor that just finished. Hold on. Let me look for the name of that governor that just finished. Because when I'm giving my message, I need to complete it. Last governor of Abia State. When I just see the name, I will know. So Ojus Okalu, Okezie Ikpeazu. Thank you very much. Sax. Yes, Ikpeazu. Okezie Ikpeazu. Yes. So looking at the history of Abia State, I don't blame people that are trying to give will I say kudos to Alex Otti, because when you look at the history of Abia State, they have never had any good governor for some time. McDonald say Nsima, the son of the snake Mugu, no problem. Just like I said in my video, if you have not watched my video, go and watch that video. I just posted a video right now about Amechi and the Igbo Onga style of politics. I love the Igbos. Nigerians love the Igbos. Every Nigerian loves even the Yorubas love the Igbos. But the Igbos seems to take it for granted. There are different classes of Igbos in Nigeria today. Even them themselves, they talk about it by themselves. That there are different classes of Igbos. The one that they call themselves Odogu, those are the wealthy ones. And the middle class, those ones that they say they are like traders. And the IPOP, Biafra people, which Obingos and all of them are part of it. So there are different classes of Igbos. But upon all these classes of Igbos, the Yorubas love the Igbos very much, because if the Yorubas don't love the Igbos by now, the Yorubas could have driven out the Igbos from Lagos. And if Nigerians don't love the Igbos, we could have driven them out of our states. Because if you go to Igbo land today, the population of Igbos are between, let me say, 10 to 12 million population of Igbos. 5% remain in Igbo land, while over 90% of Igbos do not live in their land, in Igbo land. They scatter across every part of Nigeria. And Nigerians accept them, welcome them, allow them to marry anywhere, intermarriage everywhere, allow them to do whatever business they want to do, stay everywhere, do whatever, even to a point that even they sell them lands, allow them to build houses, establish their family everywhere across Nigeria. But there has never been any story once reported anywhere in Nigeria, in the history of Nigeria, that Nigerians drove away Igbos. No. Rather, it was the Igbos that waged a war against Nigeria. Up to today, they are still doing it by demarketing Nigeria, running propaganda, which everybody can see. So we love Igbos. That is why we talk the way we talk. We try to caution them. We are telling them that Igbos should mind the way they behave. They should respect their host. They should stop trying to Igbonize other regions, like Igbos trying to Igbonize the South people, you know, trying to expand into territories and claim territory that does not belong to them. So that is why we love them. And we are encouraging them to stop and do genuine businesses and stop doing all these fake drugs, kidnapping and all those things, because it's not going to help you. Because right now, Nigerians are awake. We are going to call you out. We are going to expose you. We are telling Igbos to stop demarketing Nigeria, giving Nigeria a bad name anywhere they go. Look at what the disgrace that the Igbos have given to Nigeria in South Africa and other places. So those are the things. So when we call out the Igbos, it's not that we hate them. No, we love them. That's why we are doing it. If we don't love them, we would have allowed them to perish. We know how to make them to perish. But we are calling them out because we love them. We don't want them to become victim of our anger, of these issues that is going on right now, because it's getting out of hand and we are saying enough is enough. Okay, the point. So many times I see many Igbos try to abuse me, do all kinds of things to me, thinking that I don't love them. I love them. Even the Yorubas love the Igbos more than even the South people, because when the Igbos fought the South people, the only refuge that Igbos got was Yoruba land. And it was the Yorubas who accepted them, gave them food, gave them clothing, allowed Igbos to live and survive. Look at now, Igbos are now biting the fingers that fed them. Look at even the what do they call it? The Alaba market and all of that. The Igbos in Lagos, the market, the businesses that they're running. It was a Yoruba man who set them up. Tinubu allowed them to be there, make sure that they are okay. You get the point now. So, but look at the way they are treating Tinubu that allowed them, make them to survive in Yoruba land. That shows you that, it's the nature of Igbos. So when I'm even praising Igbos, I'm looking at the 99.9% of them, 99.99% of them who are a bunch of criminals. Only 1% of Igbos in Igbo land today are maybe sincere or genuine or waiting to pretend or whatever. I can qualify Alex Otti as part of the 1% of Igbos who seems to look genuine, maybe because they are in politics. Dave Umahi, Hubuzodima, Soludo, and other Igbos who seems to be genuine. There are many genuine Igbos, but maybe they are genuine because of the conditions where they are, but they still have the Botic blood in them that run in them, the DNA. So guys, if you hear anybody say Nsima is anti-Igbo or Nsima don't love Igbo, that is a lie, because I love them the most. Just like I said in my video, he who criticizes you loves you the most. I criticize Igbos because I love them. I want them to change. I want good things to happen to them. Like the ways Igbos are also criticizing Tinubu or running propaganda, they wish that Igbos, they have leaders like President Tinubu in Igbo land. They don't have it. That's why they are angry. They are jealous. They are jealous of the Yorubas because the Yorubas have leaders. See the way they are despising Tinubu because they love Tinubu. They have never seen any kind of leader that look like Tinubu. They love Tinubu. The Igbos love Tinubu. But the thing is that they don't have that kind of leader. They tried to find a leader in Obi. Obi disappointed them. They tried to find a leader in Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu disappointed them, became a criminal that killed most of the Igbos, over 30,000 of the Igbos, using IPOM criminality. Igbos are looking for saviors. I'm telling you the reality. You understand me? Somebody said the Yoruba will disappoint me. The Yorubas have never disappointed anybody in history of Nigeria. So based on the history of Nigeria, the Yorubas never disappoint Nsima. Why should they disappoint me? What have I done? From the history of Nigeria, the people that have disappointed people are the Igbos. Contrary to the opinion of the Igbos everywhere. You see, when Igbos go to the north, they run a propaganda that the Yorubas are not good people. When Igbos come to the Yoruba land, they claim that the South people are Igbos. But now the Yorubas know it for themselves. The Yorubas know the truth for themselves, that the South people are not Igbos. Even the Northerners knows today that the South people are not Igbos. So all those lies and propaganda that Igbos used to spread before is no longer working. That is why I love them. Because I'm telling them the truth right now that they need to change and repent, because the lies that they used to run before is no longer working. Because very soon the Nigerians will rise against you guys, especially all these fake drugs that you guys are selling. Look at upon everything that the Igbos have done to Yorubas. Yorubas still love them. Look at the Igbos went and set up a illegal drugs by in their forest. But the Yorubas have never said Igbos must go. We love the Igbos. Nigerians love the Igbos because we know that they are refugees, most of them, or they are like the Fulanis. They don't have a place. They're just roaming about looking for greener pastures. You know what I mean? They are looking for where to survive, how to do their business, where to do their business. Nigerians love the Igbos. The Fulanis love the Igbos. Even the Fulanis love the Igbos. Today, look at Kwankwaso was even trying to defend the Igbos, when Igbos are the one that was abusing the Fulanis for so many years. So everybody loves the Igbos today, but the Igbo seems to be hostile. The Igbo nature seems to be wicked. The Igbo nature seems to be criminal, because upon the love that many Nigerians have shown to them, They don't seem to recognize the love. They don't seem to reciprocate that love that Nigerians have shown to them. Go anywhere in Nigeria today, there's no place that you never see an Igbo man surviving. Even when Nigerians knows that most of those shops that Igbos are running, they are not trained. Like those pharmaceutical shops, all those medical shops that Igbos are selling drugs, fake drugs and all of that. Nigerians still patronize them even at the expense of their own life. Can you imagine you going to Igbo shop to go and buy drugs and take medicine and say, oh, you want to be well, not knowing that they are selling fake things to you? But Nigerians still do it. They don't care. They still patronize them. I'm telling you, because I'm just saying this thing because you need to know. Because they always play the victim card. Today, you see the way I'm come to share this message, because do you know what? I'm getting close to the campaign period because I need to be passing my message very, very clear so that most of them understand. Many Igbos today are secretly loving Tinubu. Many Igbos, they wish they can have a leader like President Tinubu. That is why today I'm focusing on Alex Otti, because there's a current video that is trending of what Alex Otti said about President Tinubu. These ones are bold to come out and speak up. People like Alex Otti, people like Hopus Odima, people like Dave Umai, people like Soludo. Those ones are bold. Igbos, they wish they have a president or a leader like President Tinubu. See, Igbos are very jealous of the Yorubas. Would I say in a bad way or in a good way? I don't know yet. But it's, in most cases, they wish in their secret meetings, in their Telegram group, in their private, will I say broadcast, I hear them whisper that they wish they have a leader like President Tinubu. Did you not listen to Kenneth Okonkwo? Kenneth Okonkwo confirmed what I'm saying. That when the whole world is like when the whole world came against Tinubu. How many of you remember 2022, 2023? It was like the whole world came against President Tinubu. Even the incumbent was like, oh, it was like they are also against President Tinubu. The cabals. They went and will I say what do you call it? They went and printed more money, new money, and said people should forget about the old money. They made life difficult for Nigerians so that Nigerians will hate Tinubu or will not support Tinubu. But look at what Kenneth Okonkwo said. That Kenneth Okonkwo did not cry victim. Kenneth Okonkwo said that President Tinubu did not cry victim. This is what Kenneth Okonkwo confirmed. Kenneth Okonkwo confirmed that Tinubu did not cry victim. Tinubu stood as a man. Unlike Obi. That's why I tell them, no, you cannot compare Tinubu to Obi. It's an insult to President Tinubu. Because in that video, Kenneth Okonkwo was saying, didn't you see how President Tinubu stood and fought against the cabals that was fighting against him? Everybody saw it. Everybody knew it. Everybody saw how the cabals was fighting President Tinubu. But he did not cry foul. In fact, President Tinubu insisted and said, no problem. I'm not afraid of elections. I'm not afraid of any contest. Let us go to primaries. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. That was the challenge that President Tinubu gave to them. So, Kenneth Okonkwo and Igbo man recognized the fact that Tinubu is a rare gem, if that's the word. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, this English is not my language. You know what I mean? Kenneth Okonkwo confirmed that Tinubu is a rare gem that Igbos don't have. If you want me to play that video, I can play that video of Kenneth Okonkwo fantasizing, loving. It might interest you to know that Kenneth Okonkwo was on the side of Tinubu before in APC. But because of this ethnic kind of, you know, the kind of politics that we play in Nigeria, ethnic kind of politics, he has to leave APC to go and support Obi. But now he's no longer support Obi. But inside Kenneth Okonkwo, inside of him, genuinely, Kenneth Okonkwo knows that Tinubu is a leader that nobody can beat. Time is coming in this broadcast, or maybe as time goes during the campaign, I'm going to show you all this. I will put things in perspective. You know, sometimes when we talk randomly, you may not understand. You may not understand the ideology behind or the reasoning behind why we say the things we say, why we support Tinubu, why we back up Tinubu, and all of that. But from this election period, as we go, I'll have time to educate I'll have a joint kind of conversations, so that you will see and understand what we are saying. What I'm telling you, there's a video confirmation of what I'm saying. I don't just, whenever I say something, I have a backup. I have evidence. In that video, Kenneth Okonkwo was so proud of Tinubu. He was like making reference to what Tinubu did when everybody was against Tinubu. Tinubu did not play the victim card. Tinubu did not cry foul. Tinubu stood still. Tinubu was very confident that he's going to win. And he challenged the people, the opposition and the people that was fighting him, and said, let us have a primary. Let us have the primary elections. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. And he defeated them. He won. You get the point now? So there are so many Igbos today that want the kind of leadership that is in Yoruba. Yorubas have so many leaders. That's the truth. Of course, that's why if you go to Yoruba land, you will see progress. In fact, the life of Nigeria today is in Yoruba land, followed by the South. I'm telling you, because most people, when they need help, when they are running, they run to Lagos, right? Lagos is in Yoruba land. It doesn't matter how you see it, what you feel, how you feel about it. Lagos is in Yoruba land, true. It's one of the places that is making Nigeria to be Nigeria. Can you think about Nigeria without Lagos? To be very challenging, right? Today, Nigeria is Nigeria because of Lagos and other places. Of course, Lagos is number one compared to other places. Of course, South is there. The South people don't have any problem in identifying and saying the truth, because we know who we are. We are also kings and queens, and then you need to recognize your own fellow kings. Lagos is that place. The Yorubas they have proven by time. I mean, look at evidence and history. You can see the Yorubas have progressed more than every other region. How do I know? They have a very good road network right now in Yoruba land, and they are still building more. The Yorubas are using their development commission, the money given to them, the Southwest Development Commission. This is the commission that President Tinubu set up. The Yorubas are using their own development commission money to set up the Yoruba land, to make sure that they have a connected road network, a railway system. And as I'm talking to you, it's already working. Which railway system do we have in the South? So that is why I'm saying that the Southwest, the Yoruba land, is the number one in Nigeria today. I can even say followed by the North. The South is the third, followed by the Southeast. I know what I'm telling you, because contrary to what people say, if you go to the North is more developed than the Southeast. Because the Northerners, they make sure that they do what they need to do in their place. The only thing that I've seen that the Northerners have failed is insecurity. And the reason why insecurity continues in the North is because of the money. They are using the insecurity to make money. And the federal government is the one aiding and abetting it. So if not Lagos, without Lagos or without Yoruba land, the North would have been number one developed region in Nigeria. When you talk about electricity, do you know that they have more power supply in the North more than in the South? They have good roads in the North more than in the South. But Lagos is number one. That is why, yes, we can say that Lagos top the chart, followed by the North. You get the point now. The North are doing very well. Don't be deceived. Two things that the North are not getting well. But from when I look deep into the investigations, I discovered that it is by design. But for us in the South, or maybe outside of the North, we see it as something wrong. But whatever is going on in the North is designed by them. So I can say that the North, based on my investigation, is the number one in Nigeria today. Except we change it. Number one thing, the North, they are developed. In terms of infrastructures, you can see more of infrastructures in the North. I'm telling you, good road networks, electricity, steady in the North. Number two, this is number two thing that I know that they are not doing well, apart from insecurity, is this their Amajiri system. But the insecurity and Amajiri system is designed by the northern politicians for a purpose, for wealth and power. Power, wealth is what they are doing. The Amajiri system is designed to help the northerners continue to be in power through population. That's what they design it for. That is why they allow it. They born children like fowl. They born children like fowl. You can see the northerner can marry 10 wives, 20 wives, they don't care. They produce they produce. The reason for that is because they want to use it as an advantage. How do I know is a deliberate attempt? Because governors in the north, they are using the taxpayers' money to organize mass wedding. We have evidence. Do you understand what I mean by mass wedding? They gather women and marry them out to one man. The governors are sponsoring mass wedding, mass marriage. That is how I know that the Amajiri system is designed. Because if one man that do not have a job married 5 wives, what do you think will happen? There will be the Amajiri system will continue to grow. And that is designed for them to continue to be in power, to have population, to suppress other people. And just like I said, the second one is the insecurity system. The latest revelation shows that the northern governors are the one aiding and abetting the insecurity. Is organized political system. The insecurity. When you hear about Boko Haram, you hear about so many Boko Haram group or so many kidnapping cases. These are orchestrated. The orchestrated system of kidnapping in the north is to collect money from the federal government, and they have been succeeding. You might say, oh, the federal government is not directly giving them money to pay for bandits or to pay for ransom. No, the federal government might not be responsible directly, but you see, every money that the government have in the north, that the state governor have, come from the federal government. So that is why I say that the federal government is aiding and abetting the Amajiri system in the north. The federal government is aiding and abetting the kidnapping business in the north. The federal government is aiding and abetting the Boko Haram system that is going on in the north, because they openly tell us that this is what they are doing. Look, Lakurawa group of kidnapping was set up by the North. They came and announced it on a public TV, on a national television. The federal government did nothing about it. When the Lakurawa group started, it was announced on the national TV. So the federal government knows. Even this government don't have the balls yet to deal with those groups. Maybe because of election. That is the truth. We have to tell you the truth. I love President Tinubu government, but I'm also saying the truth about this. The latest revelation shows that the ransom that the state governors pay these criminals in the north comes from the federal government. Yes. Because there's no money that reaches the governors without from the federal government. Are they generating internal revenue? Some of them are generating it. But the bulk of the money that the governors in the north have come from the federal government. So the federal government indirectly is funding the Lakurawa group, is funding ISWAP, is funding Boko Haram, is funding all those things. Because when they give them money for what do they call it, for their security vote or for all kinds of things, they use the money to pay ransom. They organize, kidnap people, and negotiate, and still use the money to pay. So that is why I'm saying that this is a system that is being orchestrated in the north. Is a deliberate attempt. So if not that, the north would have been number one in the eyes of Nigerians. But because of all this insecurity going on, all these insecurity issues, the Amajiri system, people will feel that the north are not educated. No, they are educated. If you want to try, go and try the north in terms of politics, in terms of anything. The northerners are educated. What is happening there is orchestrated just to continue to keep them in power, to continue. You know, when they are poor people, the political class will be able to control them and all of that. And that is what is going on there in the north. So if you rank the people that are progressive or people that have made impact in Nigeria today, number one is the Yoruba land, followed by the north, and followed by the south, and the southeast is the last. You get the point now. Now let me share a little bit about the north. The north a little bit, the southeast. Now, the southeast have this criminal mindset, just like they always have. What do I mean by criminal mindset? They want to leave their own southeast. They don't want to touch their own resources. They don't want to hold their own leaders accountable in the southeast. They don't want to hold their governors accountable. They say that if you, in Igbo land, that there's a slogan that says, do not scold your child in the public. No, do not scold your own brother or sister in the public. So that is why you will never see any Igbo man scold anybody, including Obi. Have you seen Obi condemn criminality? Have you in Igbo land? No. Have you seen Obi condemn any criminality that's happening in Igbo land? I'm telling you, this is the DNA of Igbo. See, let me tell you something. There is something that lives in you. Is ideology. Is in your DNA. And it will be difficult for you. What is easy for other people to do, it will be difficult for you because it's not in your own DNA. What I'm telling you now is not in the DNA of Igbos. They don't openly scold their brothers. They don't openly condemn their brothers. But you will know that the Igbos are fighting, but you will not see what they are fighting for. But they are fighting among themselves. You will hear them use their language to be fighting. But obviously, you may not know if you don't understand. But they are fighting, but you will not see them openly doing it. It's the same thing that is happening. Have you seen Obi destroy? Yes. Have you seen Obi destroy their own brothers with lies and propaganda? No. Have you seen Obi scolded their brothers and sisters? No. Have you seen Obi condemn their brothers and sisters? No. Obi has not condemned IPOP openly. Rather, we saw Obi commending them openly. We saw Obi praising IPOP and Nnamdi Kanu openly, even when everybody knows that this IPOP and Nnamdi Kanu by their brothers, Igbos, over 30,000 of them, use IPON criminality to destroy Igbo land, but we never see Obi openly condemn it. It's because that is their nature, it's their culture. They say they don't openly condemn their brothers and sisters. Maybe they will do it indoors, but they will not openly do it, no matter how bad their brothers and sisters are. Another evidence, this senator that have been there for years, Senator Abaribe. Senator Abaribe have been in government for over 20 years, yet I've done nothing for the Igbos. Have you seen the Igbos condemn him? No, they have not. But you will see Igbos. Now, let me tell you, just like it's in the culture of Igbos not to condemn their own brothers, it is the culture of Igbos to condemn other people. If you want this lecture, you can write it down. It's something that is not taught in schools, right? What I'm telling you today. The same way that is the culture of Igbos not to condemn their brothers in the open, it is also the culture of Igbos to condemn others that is not their brothers. That is what they strive on. The examples are too much. If you go on social media everywhere, you will see the Igbos condemning other leaders, condemning other region, talking down on other region, talking down on other people, talking down on other brothers, on other sisters, people from other regions. But you never see them talk down on their own people. But guess what? This is where the matter lies. When you now fire them, they are not happy at all. So, number one, Igbos don't openly condemn their brothers in the public, but Igbos are ready to condemn other people in the public, other tribes in the public, but they are not, they don't accept it when you expose them. They get so mad. How do I know? For so many years, we have been talking about Igbo criminality, how they are selling fake drugs, how they are doing all kinds of things, how they are being exposed. They were caught in the bush producing meth, illegal stuff and all of that, how they are selling fake juice, fake drinks, how they are demarketing Nigeria, going to South Africa, everywhere, Ghana, to demarket Nigeria, giving Nigeria a bad name. Do you see what they do? Whenever they come to our platforms, to your platforms, if you are not Igbo, what they do is that they don't condemn it. They say, why are you generalizing it? That is not all the Igbos that are doing it. But you never hear any Igbo person condemn their brothers for doing the wrong thing. So if you now condemn it because there are more than one or two, you say they are Igbos, right? It's English language. When you say they are Igbos, doesn't mean that you say all of them or generalizing it. No, because there are more than one or two, more than even millions. So you have to say Igbos, right? But you hear them coming to your platform, trying to play victim game and cry and weep and say, oh, why are you generalizing it? Why are you always fighting the Igbos? You see the point now? So we understand the tactics. The reason why I'm doing this lecture, because as this campaign is coming, my brother, you are going to hear rhetorics. You will hear things. So if you don't understand what is going on, you may be thinking that many of us are anti-Igbo or we're against the Igbo, because if you look Nigeria very, very well, the only people that are running propaganda, the only people that are so much against Tinubu, against this government, that don't like this government, that don't like Nigeria, are Igbos. And we are going to be centering on them during this campaign. And we are also going to call out the Igbos that love Nigeria too. If there are many of them. Even some people will say they are pretending. No problems. When they turn around, we'll also fire them too. We have also seen so many Igbos that love Nigeria, because many Igbos are also working with President Tinubu. There's no doubt. We cannot lie. The Minister of Works is an Igbo man, Dave Umahi, and we see the way he speaks. He loves Nigeria. Dave Umahi loves Nigeria now. Maybe because he's handling many projects as a politician in Nigeria, or maybe because he's the Minister of Works. We don't care, because right now he has not said anything bad against Nigeria. He has not joined the other Igbos and Biafra to run propaganda against Nigeria. So we love Dave Umahi. You see the point now? So look at anybody that, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. When you love Nigeria, yes, you can criticize Nigeria of the things that are not working. Just like every other country, it's not everything that is working. The British people are condemning their own government. Look at that. They just sacked their own prime minister. They forced him to resign through their rhetorics too in England, in the UK. You get the point now. But President Tinubu is doing well, so we cannot remove Tinubu. You get the point now. So I'm trying to give you this preamble because there's a lot of things that we are going to say. There's a lot of things that we are going to be talking about. So I'm coming down today. You see the way I am, trying to speak very calmly so that you can understand what I'm saying. We love the Igbos, but Igbos don't seem to love Nigeria. How do I know? Since the amalgamation of Nigeria, because remember, Nigeria was a northern and southern protectorate before it became Nigeria in 1914 through the amalgamation process. Most of the Igbos, when they want to tell you the story of Nigeria, they say, how was Nigeria before? They don't talk about the northern protectorate and the southern protectorate. Igbos always talk about, oh, Nigeria was the northern, the north, the west, and the east. The eastern Nigeria that includes the south. That is where they stop. And when Igbo man say, give us Biafra, they say what they want is for them to return Nigeria so that the south people can go back to be under the control of Igbos. Because in the eastern region, the Igbos were in control. Because many of the Igbos were plenty in civil servant in Nigerian politics as at that time. Igbos were everywhere at that time. In fact, Igbos wanted to take over Yoruba land. That's why I'm telling Yorubas today, the Igbo fantasy to take over Nigeria, to take over South as their own, does not remain only in South. It's everywhere, including Yoruba land. It happened during the times of Awolowo, when the Igbo man, Azikiwe, wanted to take over the Yoruba land until Awolowo by night overturned the elections and all of that. So it's not today. So you see, since the inception of Nigeria got their independence 1960, 1960, and just 6 years after, Igbos waged a war against Nigeria. They may say Ojugu or whatever, but Ojugu represent the Igbos. Because there were no other group. There is no, in the history of Nigeria, there was no other Igbo group that fought against Ojugu Ibonization of the South. Because the Biafra that you hear about today is about the Ibonization of the South. It's about the Igbos expanding into the South. It's about the Igbos taking over the South. There's nothing else. There's no other definition. How do I know? The Yorubas, they did not want to be part of the Biafra war. Even the Middle Belt, as at then, the Bini, the Edos, the Delta people, they never wanted to be part of the war. Even the North, they removed themselves. This fight was against the Igbos, against the South people, the Niger Delta people, the coastal people. And the first gunshot happened in Calabar. That is because at that time, there was no Akwa Ibom. It was Calabar. The Igbos wanted to Igbonize us. In fact, when you hear about the Abori Accord that Igbos always talk about, is because the Igbos wanted to take over the South and Igbonize us. So Ojukwu tried it in the Abori Accord. One of his requests was that he wants the South to continue to remain under the Igbo marginalization. You understand me? But they refused. That is why they created state for us. One of the people that created state was one of those governors. You know, mention them. One of those state, what did they call them? What did they call them then? As at that time, you know, president. Let me say president that created the state. You know, divided it and say these guys have been shouting of oppression by the Igbos. Let me give them their own state. But Ojukwu was mad because he thought that he can take over our oil. I don't even want to talk about the Azikiwe, the Zik of Africa. They call him Zik of Africa. Why? Do you know why? Because the Igbos, as at that time, they thought that they would take over everywhere. You see, when the table turned, now they are so mad. They say, oh, Igbos have been marginalized. That when last has Igbo man become a president? No, Igbo man will not become a president. Do you know why? It's because the last time they were in charge, they wanted to Igbonize everybody. They wanted to take over everybody. They wanted to enslave everybody. Since then, no one has the trust to put Igbo man in that position, except everything is decentralized. where everybody will manage their own affairs, manage their own resources, then Igbo man can just come there as a figure. That's it. How do I know? Azikiwe was a ceremonial president, in my opinion. He later found out that he didn't have much powers compared to the premiers. Are you getting me the point now? So that is the same thing that needs to happen. The presidency should be made as a figure, as a maybe national figure. Presidency, that position should be made as a national figure, as a national, maybe a national, a symbol of unity. But when it comes to the resources must be managed by those who own it. It's wrong for the federal government to continue to share the resources of people to others. It's wrong for the federal government to continue to share the resources of the South people to the north or to the world. It is just now that I'm hearing that they are started to share the solid minerals that is in the north as a national wealth. A little bit of it. Because I look at the last report, the last whatever that was shared, revenue that was shared across the country, about how many percent came from solid minerals. It's not now that President Tinubu have just built a modular refinery in the north so that maybe refining those solid minerals in the north can be shared across, maybe it can be used as for national wealth. But it's still wrong. Allow the north to hold their own, manage their own, allow the south to manage their own resources, maybe remit something. That is a symbol that will bring a symbol of unity. I've never seen any country that share the wealth of another place, another location to another location. I've never seen it. It's only in Nigeria, and they always do things wrong. So I support President Tinubu, thinking that President Tinubu will be able to correct this. So I'm still hoping and wishing. And that's why many people are already forecasting that in October, there's going to be a proportion of a regional government or whatever, or state, whatever thing. But President Tinubu knows the best. It is wrong for us to continue to share the resources from another location, region to another region. It's very, very wrong. Because in Nigeria, we all have our own. We are blessed with our own resources everywhere. Do not have their own. Everybody have their own. So why are they only sharing that of the South? It's very, very wrong. And as long as this continue, many people, the progress of Nigeria is delayed. Because many people will tend to abandon their own, to come and eat and finish another person's resources. And that is what the Igbos are doing. You see the Igbos running to other spaces to go and enjoy free education, the resources in other locations, in Yoruba land, in Akwa Ibom, in rivers, yet they are untapped resources in their place, in the southeast. The federal government also share the resources to the governors in the southeast, but Igbos are running away from their place. So it means the resources that they are sharing to the east is not being used by the east, by the people of the east. Igbos are running to other regions to share the same federal allocation that have been given to other regions, to other states. And that is where it's wrong. You get the point now? So when we share all these things, many people say, oh, you see, man, you don't like us, you are against us. No, that is a fact. Take me to court. If what I'm saying is not correct, that is a fact. This is what is going on right now in Nigeria. You understand me? So I'm going to go back to the story of Abia State, because the reason why I'm doing this broadcast is what Alex Otti have done. Alex Otti is one of the Igbos that is not afraid to speak up. Why so many Igbos are afraid, or will I say are in secret, fantasizing or appreciating or wish they can have a leader like President Tinubu in their region. But Alex Otti is a man that cannot hide it, because even Alex Otti knows. Alex Otti became who he is today because of Tinubu. He has been a friend of Tinubu a long time, right? He was in even an APC before he moved to Labour, because he needed to play the politics. That's why I say many of the Igbos don't know how to play politics. Maybe it is now that they are learning. Because I've said it before, Nigeria have changed ever since President Tinubu came in power. Since 2022, 2023 till date, a lot of things have changed. The governors are now beginning to at least do something with the resources. Yes, because President Tinubu have given them 3 times on the federal allocation. Now, when you look at the history of Abia State, hold on, guys. Ooh, 3 o'clock. Shit. Hold on, guys. I need to make this call. Very important. Guys, hold on. I need to make this call. Hold on, guys. I need to make this call. Hopefully it works. Just had an important call that I missed. I don't know what happened there. Let me see if you're going to respond. Okay, this person is not responding, but I missed the call. It's an important call. Okay, we'll continue, but hopefully, if not, I will have to leave because I have an appointment. I was waiting for this person. Usually I don't come during the day, but I'm still here now. So we'll continue. I'm trying to make sure that, what is this? Today is 15. What happened here? What is this from Facebook sent you? What happened? It's Facebook. What's going on? Anyway, guys, so let us look at the story of Abia State. When you look at the story of Abia State here, you will understand that the Abia State people have been facing a lot of bad leadership. There has not been progress. So the little one that Alex Otti is doing, they say is the best, is #1 governor in Nigeria. No, Alex Otti is not the #1 governor in Nigeria, but yes, he's doing the best for the Abia State people, because comparing it to what has happened before in the past. So when you look at Abia State was created in 1991. When you look at what has happened in Abia State, nothing tangible has happened, because I used to pass through Abia State to other locations, to other states in Nigeria. When you go to Abia State, you will see no road at all, flooding everywhere. Gutters are filled up with dirt. There's no healthy environment, because of course Abia and Igbos, they are very good in their trading, according to them. You know, they are trading, they do trading. That is why most places is dirty in Lagos. It's not that Lagos is dirty, it's because of the Igbo traders. And they don't know how to clean after themselves. How do I know? When you go to Abia State, you see what I'm talking about. When you go to Onitsha, Anambra, you see what I'm talking about. The same dirt everywhere, rubbish everywhere, because they don't know how to clean up themselves. That is why Igbos cannot do business in the UK, because they will not know how to keep up to the rules. I'm telling you, they filter everywhere. They rubbish everywhere. You know, rubbish everywhere in Onitsha, in Abia, everywhere, anywhere, even in Lagos, all those areas that Igbos are staying, everywhere is filthy because of their businesses. In Ariaria market, you need to go and see. Look at the international market that Igbos are making noise. Have you seen Ariaria market? It's like one place in my village. I can't even remember. Is there any place in my village that look like that? They say Ariaria is international market. There's no better shop. There's no better proper market system, or will I say organization. Flooding, you saw flooding. That is how Alex Otti was exposed. Are you seeing them shouting Alex Otti the best governor anymore? Because he's been exposed. He's not. So because of the nature of Igbos in their trading business, they don't clean after themselves. Everywhere is dirty. Those places where Igbos reside, you see how dirty it is and all of that. I'm not saying this to bring them down, but this is reality. But someone needs to tell them the truth so that they can wake up. You get the point now. So Abia State created in 1991, of course. Frank Ajobina was appointed the first governor, followed by Oju Sokale in 1999. So you see, so when you look at when Abia State was created, 1991, the first governor was Frank Ojobina, or whatever they call him. He didn't do much, because after 8 years, that was when Oju Sokale came, 1999 to 2007. Oh boy, you need to see, from 1999 to 2007, nothing was working in Abia State. You need to see mosquitoes. You need to see stagnant water on the road everywhere. Oh my God, I visited Abia State with one of my friends. I said, today, most of my friends are Igbos. I visited with one of my friends, one local like that. Oh my God. I went to their house. You need to see water. Water flood everywhere, mosquitoes, stagnant water everywhere, because there's no gutter, flooding everywhere. There was no good road in Igbo land. I'm telling you, in the heart of Aba. So just barely 1991 that Abia State was created. The first governor came after 8 years of the first governor. Oju Sokale came. That is why most of the Igbos, or most of the people from Abia State, they will never forgive Oju Sokale, because Oju Sokale did not make Abia State to be anything. It was the worst time in Abia State, Oju Sokale period. Because 8 years after Abia State was created, Oju Sokale came, 1999 to 2007. He did not do well. Most Igbo leaders don't do well. They don't turn up well, just like Obi. I've never seen any Igbo leader was a good leader in history of Nigeria. I've never seen. We cannot make reference to what Igbo leaders have done that we can say let us point to this. This is what Igbo leader did when he was maybe president or anything, or held any office. So for me, it's not a surprise that Igbos are not doing well or their region is not doing well, because Igbos are not natural leaders in terms of political leaders. I'm talking about to use the public wealth for the development of their people. They are not. So Ojus Okalu, it was the worst. It was the worst. Ojus Okalu, 1999 to 2007 was the worst for the Abia State people, followed by Theodore Oji, 2007 to 2015. It was the worst too. So consecutively, or successors of Ojus Okalu, they were all bad leaders. Igbos in Abia State never see any good thing. They never witness democracy. They never witness any good government. So you can imagine where Igbos come from, that they never witness anything good, any good leadership in their land. So you'll be thinking that, what will be the mindset of Igbos about Nigeria? They will be thinking that Nigeria is not working or Nigeria is not good because they have never seen any good leadership. How do I know? When Igbos hear about Lagos, they see Lagos as a city. They rush to Lagos and they come in mass because they have heard that when they come to Lagos, they can make money, they can make wealth, they can grow. And there's a lot of example. Many Igbos today make their money in Lagos, including Obi. Any prominent Igbo man made their money in Lagos, or today of South, or in the North. You get the point now? And they all go back home to go and build house from the money that they have made in Lagos, or in Akwa Ibom, or in the Kaduna or Rivers State. You know the point now? They will go back home because there is nothing in their place. No even good road. No even good road. So consecutively, the Igbos in Abia State have been having bad leadership until now that Alex Otti came. And they don't know that Alex Otti is a product of Tinubu. Alex Otti learned from Tinubu. President Tinubu is his coach. President Tinubu is his mentor. And that is why the little thing that Alex Otti has done today is because of Tinubu. So Igbo should give thanks to Tinubu. I don't want your case to be a case where after Tinubu has finished, you now realize that it was Tinubu that made it possible for you guys. Even today, President Tinubu is empowering the Igbos through Dave Umahi and others. Yes, Dave Umahi tried in Ebonyi State. But the reason why Dave Umahi tried too is because Dave Umahi is also under the tutelage of Tinubu. He also learned from Tinubu. Tinubu is his mentor, his father. And when you look at Dave Umahi, even the Igbos say that the Ebonyi people are not Igbos. So I don't want to go deeper into that. But people that make it, people that do things differently, you find out that they are working for Tinubu. Alex Otti, Dave Umahi, Soludo, all those Hobus Odima, Peter Mba, they are grateful for Tinubu. They are all boys to Tinubu. Tinubu made them who they are today. So, but then you will see Igbos praising Alex Otti and abusing Tinubu. What do you call that? What do you call that? It's a lack of knowledge. Why this guy did not call me again? What is going on? Guys, sorry. I get so many things to talk about, but I also have important thing I was supposed to do. That's why it did not happen. I came live, but now I can't hear the person again. I don't know what is going on. Okay, I'm going to bring this person up, but we have a lot of things to say, guys. I've spoken for almost 1 hour. Wow. That speech now, they're supposed to pay me. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys. Let me bring Ade. If Ade is here, I think Ade knows a lot of some other stories as well, history. Ade, are you here? Ade Kami, are you here? Okay, he's not here. We'll go ahead. Right, what do you want to say? Go ahead. I'll give you a chance to speak, please. I salute you. You're welcome. God bless you.
Discussing before, but based on what I saw that you were discussing when I came in,
yeah.
See,
hello.
One of the ways people,
can you hear me?
Especially, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me too?
Hello.
Okay, especially in a more ethno-linguistic country like Nigeria, one of the ways that people can be empowered.
I can't hear you, sir. Hello? No. What did you say? Mama! Yeah?
When you look at the south part of Nigeria,
Okay.
Under this administration.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Bye.
You know what these people do? They like to praise.
Adekami, can you speak up? Adekami, can you speak up?
Yes, I am speaking up now.
Yeah, it's good now. Go ahead.
All right. So, when you look at, they look at who is just performing or who is doing, but they don't look at who is making them to do the work. Okay, for instance, can a minister function outside the aid of the president? No, he cannot. In fact, I can tell you, a president can function outside the aid of the minister, but the minister, the highest the president will do is to find a way to upgrade either of the farm sex, and he will use them. He can work with them very well. But am I trying to say that's what should be done? No. But the fact is that a minister cannot work outside the aid of the president. So when they give credit to Dave Umahi and they want to minus Tinubu from the equation, how does that make political sense? What form of argument is that? That sounds, not reasonable at all. Even sometimes they want to give credit to Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi is doing this, Dave Umahi is doing that. You see, these people, they will make reference to past leaders, past these that have done that and that. The question is, how many presidents, how many head of states in Nigeria, even when we're under military rule, right? How many head of state or president, either democratically elected or military, have been able to move one item successfully from the exclusive list to the concurrent? If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while he was governor of Lagos State as Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if he had a president like this while he was governor, Lagos State would have gone what it is. Because this was someone that wanted Lagos State to be generating their own power supply. Remember then, himself and Ubong Atawa, they wanted to generate their own power supply. I think Uzokalu also did something related. In fact, it's the private power company in Abia State today, that couldn't later function because power was not in the concurrent list. It was strictly then in the exclusive. That's why they couldn't function. But now that it has been moved to the concurrent list, right? That's why, they can. So they want to give kudos to Oti. He's doing that, of which even the Oti they mentioned is being overhyped, if I may say. Okay, Azumi do not consider him. He's who they say he is. Can you just give credit to him in isolation? No. They want to give credit to Dave Umahi in isolation, which is not possible. These people are fond of doing their hypothetical things when they want to do their nonsense shenanigans. They will find a way to say, okay, Adekomi spoke something good on TikTok today, forgetting the fact that in Sima was the one that gave him the platform. Right. So these are the ways they do. Once they are bitter, they don't like what you do, they don't do this and that, they will find a way, to do what? To always castigate the person, even if those that are working under the person or one way or the other, and are doing exceptionally well, but they will sure always find a way. Okay, look at Obi. There was a time Obi was saying something, I've forgotten what they interviewed him on. Rufai Hussein was speaking to him and he was talking about the central bank, about the performance of the central bank. And Rufai was telling him, is it not the federal government, is it not the president that appointed the CBN governor? Don't you think some credit needs to be given to him? He said, no, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. Can you imagine? You understand? You want to give credit to the Caruso, you want to give credit to the CBN governor, but you are saying no, you should leave the president out of it. Who appointed the CBN governor? So these are things that we need to. That's why when they reason upside down. Unfortunately, even some of their professors do the same thing. Unfortunately. Thank you very much. Let me stop here.
Thank you very much. I see that you pronounce your name as Adekomi. Is that? Olaleko, I salute you. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Yes, so. How's work? Ayaya Nanando. Yes, so. Tinubu Ayaya. That's it.
Even to start up from well done for your good job as usual. Thanks for coming out to take Alex out like I should already in the last time. I say, yeah, he has been hearing the name Alex Otti. Alex say he had to go there and say, what's going on? is this guy to actually turning Abia to London, mini London. So when he got there, he said it was so that nothing that much was.
Yes.
To buttress Adekunle's assertion. That was why Dave Umahi himself, it was not the president who went and met him. It was he himself that turned it out and said, this poster, I will post it. I'm going to rename it on his name. I'm going to fix his name there because he was the one God used to make it possible. So if the person doing the job under the tutelage, mentorship, sponsorship of the president will acknowledge. So what are we saying? We don't have to mind the naysayers. We don't have to mind the wailers, because they are all children of doom, all children of democratic Nigeria on patriotic zealots. So we don't have to mind them, because we, thank God you mentioned it now. You said most of those evil guys now are now rising up, waking up from their slumbers now. They are secretly admiring the president. That is only Alex Otti who was brave enough to come out and say it. Even the woman will never cease to tell you that the Southeast have never had it so good until this president. So if they like, let them continue doing the same thing. And they will definitely get the same result until they choose to do things differently. Because all this will do, they are mentioning. Every sane Nigerian, every patriotic Nigerian knows that only Papa also take that will fly.
Exactly.
He can't fly. Wake up from your slumber. Open your sense. Open your brain. Open your heart to the truth on ground. The only one cannot stop deluding yourself so that in 2027 again, don't go and start telling us INEC, judiciary, this reading. Oh, because that has always been your language. They read that when somebody that came out, I've never had it before in the issue of election in the whole world. Somebody who came third position, you say he's the one that won the election. It has never happened before. The only one we know is that if it's just the runner up, is the only one always crying foul. That I won the election, they read me out. Not the person who came third out of the trial. And you now say you want to say the rigged election. Even Obi never went to court and said the election was rigged. He went to court to disqualify the president based on one thing or the other. And he failed. So what I'm talking about here is not making a plot. It's that let us give the crown to whom it fits. Ashwadu is the leader of this country as it stands today. God made it so. And may he continue to progress in strength and in wisdom.
Amen.
Well, also, our country will be great because already chosen the path of greatness. Policies that is gradually creating the system that we need to improve the society at large. So God has given us this man. I'm just appealing. Maybe I should not use the word appealing. I'm just telling the Igbos, wake up from your slumber. Stop playing a defeatist game. Stop playing, stop shouting marginalization. Stop crying. It's high time. Align with the center. Align with the center. Align with President
Oga, that is not your time. You want me to block you? That is not your time. That is not your time. Oh. Sorry about that. I was thinking that it's going to be civil. It's not. He's not civil person. He thought that he can come and shout here. Please go ahead. I'm sorry.
That is the kind of people they are. They detest the truth. They detest the truth. I don't know this type of people. I don't understand them. You come up now, wait and listen to the conversation. Then you come up with your own what Insima has said, what Adekomi has said, what I am saying. You now make your own contribution. based on that or based on the topic you are saying on the screen. I don't know. We will never see this in their life. They just keep on themselves. Like I said before, people doing this the same way. To happen. It will never happen. Oh, we are something to offer. For the same mind to see. Oh no, oh, we cannot offer anything. Yeah, we don't have the capacity to do so. And we are from the experience we've seen him govern Anambra for 8 years. I'm thinking because I don't see anybody there. That's why I'm talking on. If you want me to stop, let me.
Oh, go ahead, sir. When you are ready to stop, there's no problem. I don't have problem. Go ahead. You are saying what you need to what I will say too. Yeah.
Things bitter truth you said today about the federal government. Some of it I didn't agree with you. If you go to my comment underneath there, I was trying to tell you that when you're talking about the resources from the north and all those stuff that they should allow them to use their resources. And before the south resources are being used to develop the whole of Nigeria. Now, when they don't start discovering their own raw material, their natural resources, now we are bringing little to it. I'm telling you, I was just comment on the comments and I said, look, we are fighting, but that is what makes a good friend. We don't have to agree all the time. If you get to a point that maybe you have to disagree, say, okay, Sima, it's not like this. Ola, it's not like this. This is how it is. Then we rub minds and arrive at a logical conclusion. But these people never do that. The moment you say something that they feel is not going down well with them, they come up with a rattle. They come up, start abusing, start cursing, and start saying rubbish. And all these things you have been saying here all the while. This is the first time our natural resources, the bitumen, I'm not talking of oil now. I'm not talking of gas now. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that our natural resources is coming this as part of the
Yes. Yes.
Like you rightly said, just like Oshioma led to mention it in the house the other time, that we cannot be using only the oil from the south to develop Nigeria. Now we are discovering some natural resources from the north as well. We should bring them into the mainstream as well to be part of the largest, all the 36 and the Abuja, that states and Abuja we develop or done, which is 100% right. And if you look at the step this president is taking, you know the war he fought against his own people. His own people, I mean his governors, because he have them in the majority. He got to a point, he said, look, I have the yam, I have the knife. I can do it the way I want. But I'm respecting you, Lord, because you are my friends, you are my people. That's why I'm leaving it to you guys to do justice. But the moment you refuse to do justice, I'm going to have to do it myself.
Yeah.
He told them point blank, that is the bitter truth. Yoruba say when two siblings enter inside the room, when they tell them they tell the truth, when you see them come out, you see them frowning their faces. But when siblings go inside the room and lie to themselves, when you come out inside, you see them lying. No, they've lied to them. No, they've lied to them. They've never told themselves the bitter truth. That was the bitter truth he told his friends, governors. He said, look, you are my people. But if you are not doing what you're supposed to do, he had to go up to the Supreme Court to get the local government autonomy against his own people. What else do you want? Which president has ever done that? He is fighting our cause. He's fighting the average and ordinary man on the street cause. If not, he won't go up to the Supreme Court against his own people. It has never happened before in the history of Nigeria. They will keep on eating our money together, robbing mine, doing secret stuff together. The moment the governor said no to him, they will just say, okay, don't worry, we will not give them. Let's just share it within ourselves. But the president said, no, I'm not going to do any secret rubbish with you. He went up to the Supreme Court, got the local government autonomy. Up to today, even if it's not that much that all the local governments are enjoying, but at least he has started somewhere. Now EFCC has come in. EFCC said, look, any of the chairman local government that is not doing what is right, you know your governors have immunity, but you don't have. The moment you misuse this money, we are going to pick you up and check you. If we don't want to hear you tell us you give the money to EFCC, to your governor. If you give the money to the governor, go and take it from the governor because you are going to be responsible. Let me allow other people to speak. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Okay, Ade, you're back.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Based on what the last speaker just said, yes. I don't know his comment because I tried checking through the comment section when he said it.
Yeah, I even went back to check. Olaleko, I didn't see any comment. That's correct. What did you disagree with? Let's hear it.
I said this president is you talked about the distribution of the farm, about the natural resources, the bitumen and all those lithium that
Yeah.
has been discovered.
Yes. Yes.
I now said to you that what they said they shouldn't be doing that. The money should be given to be brought to the federal side. Also, they should stop it because the autonomy should be given to. That's what I was saying. What do you call it? This thing we are talking about. I mean the regional government, so that everybody can control their resources. You understand?
Yes.
And now I said, look, you see now this president has just started it. That the money from the natural resources now from the natural resources now is going as running to billions of naira. It's part of this FAAC they are distributing now. I said, and then we have the marshals too. The marshals that have just been appointed in taking care of those illegal miners. The illegal miners are now being brought into the mainstream. Some of them have been allowed to register and come in and do the job legitimately, unlike before. So I said that's what I said. I'm trying to disagree with you on that because you're trying to say maybe the president is not doing it. I said no, this president has just started it and he's just throwing it lie to put something on the straight line. That was part of the comment.
I think we are also saying the same thing. That is the same thing I said. I also said that before now, they have always been using resources from the south or the south to develop the north and to fight all these insecurities. Why they have solid minerals that they don't bring for national sharing as well. But I said that, but under this government, the latest fact sharing, we saw that the solid minerals was part of the share, right? That's what I said. We are on the same track. We are on the same track in what I'm here. We are in the same track. Maybe you didn't hear me well. Adekami, is that not what I said?
Exactly, that was what you said.
Yeah, so that is what I said. I say in this government that we are not saying that the solid minerals are now being shared as part of this thing. But I don't still agree to the fact that every resource is supposed to be managed by the owners. You get the point now. That is the way we can bring competition and bring more growth.
Very true.
That is what I said. Yeah, I said I don't still agree with that. We need to manage our resources by ourselves. So yeah, so we are on the same track, sir. We're on the same track. Okay, Ade, please go ahead. Yes.
I think I'm clear on that because I can say the three of us were on the same track now. Yes. So pending the time that the resources will maybe regionalism or resource control will be given back to the subnational.
Yeah.
Let everybody enjoy their each other's resources because those guys have enjoyed the south resources too over time. So let's enjoy their own resources too. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's correct.
So when that regional thing comes in, right? So everybody will be left with their own resources and control because there's no region in this country that God has not blessed. Let's be realistic. So let everybody control their resources, generate employment, foreign direct investment. If you like, buy on yourself now, sabi. Or by the time you see other regions doing well with their own resources, doing a lot of good things, you understand. In fact, many of us just only think that the south or as just put there are a lot of resources in the south that even the south has not tapped into. And if we should continue with the idea of all resources should become federal, should be controlled by the federal, and then all, it will be a huge unjust to those people in the south part of Nigeria, especially because you are tapping from their crude oil. You also want to tap from other resources that they have. No. So in the long run, but for now, yes, we agree. Let everybody may we chop everything we chop from each other. Sure, you understand. But in the long run, let everybody do what? Manage their own resources. That's the best way we can grow as a country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless. That is for sustainability. That if we want development, that is the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do. I live in the UK. I don't see them taking money from London to share to the people in Scotland. I don't know. Olaleko, you live in the UK too. I don't know. Are you aware that they are sharing the resources that is generated in London to Scotland?
No. They don't do that. Most of the things, governmental stuff that happen here, agencies that happen here is mostly in the grassroots, the borough.
Yes.
The borough do most of the job. Even the NHS, you are directly working with your borough. You understand?
Yes.
Even your GP, the moment you move your address from the you have to be the same GP. You have any other place to go to. You go to the local GP to stop to sort yourself out. The same thing happens to the job centers. So the local government deal with most of the things here. You understand? So, but just from the federal level, control the sensitive area like security, policing, and all those. So even we have a community policing as well here. So, like you rightly said, the regional areas are having most of the job done. The prime minister is just doing a job like of a coordinator and general overseer. If I put it that
It's
way.
mostly foreign policies.
Exactly. Foreign policies, security, and all those.
Yeah. Which is the true job of the prime minister or the president. So, and that is what we want. That is why when the state fail, people are calling the presidency to come and fix their problem in their state. So that is why it means that something is wrong somewhere. It only shows that only the federal government is working. The state government is not working, the local government. So we need to make our local government to work. We need to make our state government to work.
You see, man, that's what we're used to. You understand? The thing is changing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because that's what many people are used to, especially. Sorry to say, nobody knows all. It's only God who knows all.
Yes.
Maybe it's not people who are a little bit ignorant. Let me use that word. I am ignorant as well because not everything that I know.
Okay.
So it's only God that knows everything.
Yeah.
But that's the system we're used to. So even if things are happening, an average Nigerian finds it so difficult to look around himself or herself to see how things are changing better. He finds it so difficult to notice that change. Even if money is going into his pocket, the way he's spending that money will never make him realize that I had a 10 kobo yesterday, now it's 50 kobo. The 40 kobo that comes in here now, I didn't know how before you bring the brain to that level to understand that, oh boy, things are changing. No, it's difficult for us to naturally, it's difficult for us Nigerians to realize changes are happening. So we find it, essentially, we know the reason for it. It may be tribalistic, it may be religious basis, it may be any other reason, selfish reason, his own personal reason. Because I have so many of them in the Southwest. Maybe they have encountered Ashiwaju one way or the other. Not directly, it's from hearsay. They say, because the jealousy is always there. Some of them will say, because Baba came, especially some of our Lagosian friends, people, they will say because Baba came from Osun State, how can somebody outside of the state come to start riding them? Whereas, anybody God's give the gift, if he's able to show leadership and is moving us forward, I have a friend like that, we always quarrel about that. I say, look, whenever Ashwaju does something in Lagos, I will call his attention to it. I say, what you are attacking this man for? That can he come from Osun State to come and ride us in Lagos and all those? I say, look, most of those things you are attacking him for, some of the outside, the northerners, our northern brethren, are accusing him that he's been biased in doing some other things to Lagos. And you that is doing those things for in Lagosian, you are accusing him, you are against him, you are cursing him, you are angry at him. So, this Igbo guy that came up now that want to start attacking us because of his bias on tribal stand, because of his bias on whatever reason is maybe religious and all those stuff is coming up to because now they're trying to fill up the Muslim. Have you listened to Abdullah Suli with of channels when he interviewed the man, the Nasarawa State governor? Hey, come and see fire. That one was telling him, say, look, you don't know who we are dealing with here. You are comparing a lion to an hand when you're talking about Asiwaju against Obi. He said, look, just forget about it. There's I'm not seeing any election 2027. He said, what if Asiwaju loses in 2027? He said, look, I don't know what you mean by lose. If that lose is lose, what I know is that loss will take him to Aso Rock back in 2027. If that is what you mean. He said, are you going to rig it? He said, no, this is not a matter. Do we need to rig it? Why is Abdullah Sule saying that, governor of Nasarawa State? This man has seen what Asiwaju has done in his state. Like about 3 factories, 3 refineries for natural resources have been established in Nasarawa State now. He said they gave 750 million to 2,000 people in the community where they found those natural resources. 750 million naira put me on the interview unless he lied. He said they gave 750 when Ochewu was asking him, how has that the newly found resources helping the masses in Nasarawa State? He said they gave 750 million naira to like 2,000 people in that community where they found that resources. He said so it's a gradual thing. You can how can that kind of a governor not put his head on the line in 2027 for Ashwaji again to go back to Aso Rock with that kind of an achievement in Nasarawa State, which has never happened before? So when we're talking to our people, we want them to reason, especially our Igbo brethren. Nobody is outside you. Nobody hates you. You can't do it. Why should we hate you? We work in the same place. Are we collecting my salary?
Sky, I did not drop you. Maybe it's your internet. Send your request again. Sorry, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
So I don't know why people behave as such. We can't just hate you because we don't live in the same house. We don't collect this. We don't work in the same place. Let alone you say you want to become supervisor. So I don't want you to become my supervisor. That's why I'm fighting you. We don't have reason to hate each other.
Why are we in your place? We are not in your place. We are not looking for greener pastures in Igbo land. So why should we hate Igbos?
Exactly.
Why?
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So let them stop seeing people as people hating them. The one that was out there, I don't know why several times they've come on your program now. Have you forgotten Isima? They say, Isima, why do you just hate Igbos? Why do you just hate us? Why do you just look? Isima doesn't hate Igbos. He doesn't hate, he's only telling you the fact. And the fact is, like I told my friend, I said, look, it's high time. Anybody doing rubbish in Nigeria, it's high time for us to start calling them out. Call a spade now, not agricultural equipment. Anybody that is doing rubbish in that is the way to rebuild our country and make us stabilize on the path of truth and progress and prosperity. So anybody that is doing rubbish, call them out. Whether it's pastor, whether it's a professor, whether it's a governor, whether it's a chairman of local government or council or anyway, call them out. That's how it works. So go ahead.
Sky, what do you want to say, Sky? I see you want to say something, Sky. Go ahead. You need to speak up because we have other platform. You need your voice to be loud. Go ahead.
Okay. For me, I don't have much to say.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that if this person was that, when they talk about the president, like the president is bad, is this and that. For me, I see like he's doing the right thing that he's supposed to do, but people still hate him. Why do they hate him? I don't know why. I'm a very young boy.
I thought you came to give us answers, sir.
No, listen, sir. I'm a very young boy. And you know what? I just registered for my PVC. Because first of all, I noticed something on the media. When you're a person and you talk good about the president, I don't know why you talk good about the good things the president is doing. I don't know why some people get mad about it. I'm so confused. At least we want the country to be okay. And this person, at least, is doing the right thing by fixing the road, by doing some projects. Why are you not seeing all that? Why does he have to be negative things? Do people really have to talk about? I've never voted in my life. But for me, you see, Randy Peter and Mama P, I'll be watching their call that woman. Those are the people that will ever make me vote. People like Peter Obi.
Go ahead, sorry. Yeah.
You see, that man, the way they talk, they are so negative. Those people are so negative. I don't think they have the best interest of the country. To me, it just feel like they are fighting for their pocket. The way they talk, when they see good things, they talk about it like that thing is a negative something. I'm confused. You understand? I'm so confused. And with people say no, they hate us, they do this, they do that. Nobody hates you. if you're doing the right thing, listen, we Nigerians as well, we need to talk to ourselves. You complain about the government, fine. Okay, the government is bad. You see an opportunity to leave the country, but you still go to another country and messed up there. And you will be the first person to be in the front row to talk bad about the government. We need to talk to ourselves. I don't have much to say. That's just what I want to say. And me, I already know who I voted for. I will never vote for someone who has negative, who will never say something good about the country. I would never in my life do such thing, because you never have the good interest of that person, of the country in mind. You're just doing it just so that you want to tackle the sitting president. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Guy. God bless you. God bless you for your contribution. God bless you. I see many comments here from Facebook. Who is this guy? Ononugo Adedima. No, it's not no guy. It's not. It's Igbo name. This one is Adedima. Is on Facebook. He's saying that Biafra or nothing. That is the only country we, the Igbos, know. He said it's better you hate us because we are not brothers. We can never be brothers. We, the Igbos, don't see your face. There's no. That's what we are saying now. That is what I'm saying. If you check, it is you that have the bad mind, the dirty mind, the evil mind against Nigerians. And Nigerians now know who you are. But we are openly telling you that you need to stop your stupidity, your criminality, and all your activities. That Nigerians will no longer keep quiet. That is what we are telling you. And when we say that, you now say we hate you. We don't hate you. You are the one that have the hate on Nigerians. Since 1967 up to date, you have not stopped. And it's not very obvious. And if our forefathers did nothing about your criminality, about your behavior against Nigeria, for us, we are going to do something about it. And we have started talking. We have started educating our people to them to know who you are, especially these Ibotic Biafra people from the southeast. You get the point now. So I'm not, look at one person now. I just want to read the comment. Just let me read the comment of one person here before I go. I know, guys, I know sometimes you are not happy about me reading their comment, but let me read it so that you still understand the mindset of Igbos. This one is from Vivian Christopher, Igbo girl on Facebook. She said, if you near me now, I will buy you because you are a demon and you are and as well as a criminal. She said, don't love us. Without Igbos, Nigeria would not be. Now listen to the listen to the stupidity. Now listen to the stupidity of Igbo. Look, please, Olaleko, listen now. Listen to the stupidity of these Igbos now. Listen now. He said, don't love us. Without Igbos, Nigeria will not be. She now say, if you feel you are tired of Igbos, then let them go. What are you talking about? You are telling us that without Igbos, Nigeria will not be. The Igbos that we know, if truly Igbos are who they say they are, they could have gone now. They could have left Nigeria to scatter. Is that not? If you don't love Nigeria, you're supposed to leave Nigeria to scatter, right? Why are you not saying that Nigeria should leave you? Where are we holding you? Are we holding you in your neck? Then she said, if you feel you are tired of Igbos, then let them go. You are a fool and a criminal. Is it only Igbos that you have been doing all this? Call out the bandits that are eating you up, Ode. This is my specialization. Everybody has specialization. My specialization is Igbo criminals. Igbo thief. Do you know why? Because they are the one that is closer to me. We have boundaries with you. You are the one affecting me. I've not seen any Fulani person affect me in the South. I've not seen any other tribe. It's only Igbo man that we give chance to marry our women that are inside our house, poisoning us with fake drinks and all kinds of things. The market in Nigeria. That is why I talk about the Igbos. We don't have any boundary with the Fulanis in the South. There's no boundary with the Fulanis in the South. The only people that are disturbing are Igbos. You get the point now. So that is why I'm calling you out. I'm not afraid to call you guys out by your name until you stop. And for me, calling you out doesn't mean that I hate on you. I love you because I want you to be alive. Because if not, our people will rise up against you. And very soon, it's possible that you might hear Igbo must go. And it will be very terrible for you. I'm telling you, because for me calling you out is because I love you. Our people will not call you out. Just like the Yorubas. One day the Yorubas will rise up and pursue all of you. You have nowhere to go. I'm sorry. You have nowhere to go.
It's happening already in Sima. It's happening already. Igbo is in the bush now.
Exactly.
Igbo is in the bush now with the Iweku stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, the federal government is seriously backing him up now. Backing up with equipment and all those stuff.
I like to contribute.
I like to contribute. Bola Ahmed. Is that the person want to speak?
Yeah, he's an Igbo man. Oh yeah, contribute. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, we are listening.
Thank you very much. I've been listening to the conversation going on in this. One thing we should note.
Can you guys mute so that we can hear him? Are you on this thing? You are the one recording yourself, Mazi Okoye. Is what they call it? There's an echo coming in. Is it echo or which one? Yes. Can we hear you? Are you talking? We can't hear you.
What I'm saying is that it is the spirit of Baba. It is the spirit of Baba.
Okoye, we can't hear you. Okay, I have to take you down. When you are ready, you come back. When you are ready, you come back. User, let me give you a chance to speak. User, or mute and speak up, please. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. Hello?
Yes, it's very clear now. So that guy was the one making noise. Yes.
I'm so happy to hear this conversation. You see, one thing is happening in the life. Some people must hate you before you achieve before you get where you're going. It's the spirit of Baba Ashwaju. Despite he's doing everything to put everything together, people must hate him, and hating him is, I think that one is a catalyst to his catalyzing his moving to achieve the best. I think people should just leave everything at that. You see, in recent time, I've studied the whole thing that is going in Nigeria, particularly what the president is doing currently. I think the other opposition must not be thinking that he's going to rig election, he's going to do this, because he's doing something that nobody has done in this world, in Nigeria history. Since Nigeria has been created, we have been having problem with governance. And the governance is now being delineated in such a way that it will be easier for whoever is coming to take over from him. Because by the time he regionalize everything, we are seeing the whole thing is going, say police is around, tax resource control is always almost delivering in. I think we are getting to somewhere. And that's how a country must be established. Since independence, we have lost focus after the regionalization then, when the military took over then. So what is doing is gaining ground in a massive tempo step. He has been doing a lot. Even the other people will be complaining about him, this, that, and most of the complaint, even the Igbo that are complaining, they should be the best people to appreciate President Tinubu, because they have been crying of this restructuring, all this thing in the past. And when somebody is now put himself on ground to do it, they should rally around them. They rally around the man to get to where he's going. He's taking us to. And I believe in the progress, because I'm from Lagos. Anyway, I've been partly a part of the system before, but I know what this man is doing currently is trying to reposition Nigeria, and everybody must work with him. The Fulani are not happy because the power is being challenged. They won't be happy with President Tinubu. So also, if people are grumbling, they should sit down and educate themselves about what they should do to assist the team to really get to the point we all expected. So it's not the criticism. It's not we are. It's not this time at all. And again, the Hausas are coming up now. The Hausa people are coming up because they can, because they are being suppressed there, and the leverage has been given to them now to express their feelings and all this. And this is how we are going to get rid of all this problem we have in our midst. And I'm always praying to President Tinubu. Every day I pray to him that pure long, my God should give him long life to see this thing through in his life and be far beyond. So all we need to do as a Nigerian, as a Yoruba people, we have to warn ourselves. Nobody should drive drift to another area. We should concentrate our energy, support this man, because if we fail to support him, we will run into trouble. What do we expect? If the Fulani comes in through back door, they are trying to put the OB and all this gaming they are trying to do. If they come in, we will be access to all this thing. They will come and overturn the whole thing that we are doing because they are not happy in the first place. They are not happy to be part of the drive. So we Yoruba people, I'm appealing to all Yoruba people. We should concentrate our energy and supporting President Tinubu, because the man meant well, seriously. Because I've studied the whole pattern of his living. I know he's getting us to somewhere, and we should be happy as having such a man, a colossus, political colossus like him. To have, otherwise, if he has not done this thing, nobody will do it. Nobody. We have to be sincere. So is it only when Obi comes to power now? Obi that will be the northern will just say, he will just be shouting and crying like baby. So we should all be proud of the man, get full support and march behind him, so that if this 2027, he will have to return to that place and finish the whole exercise, put Nigeria on a template that all of us will be happy. Because most of us are outside the country, honestly. It's because the country is not doing well. It's not doing well.
So that is not the reason most of us are outside. I will correct that one. And I will tell you the advantages of Nigerians outside, if you don't know, sir. Because many people don't know the advantages of Nigeria outside. And Nigeria is not the first country where their citizens are outside. China have the highest population outside of, if not, because they are plenty. They have all their brothers outside too. You get the point now. There's advantage of Nigerians being in the diaspora. We are the one remitting. The monies that we are even remitting to Nigeria is even more than the oil. You get the point now. So don't look at it as a disadvantage. Yes.
I know what
me, I did not leave Nigeria because of greener pastures. Because when I was in Nigeria, I was doing well. You get the point now. I came to the UK as a scholar. I'm a scholar. You know, so that is why I'm here, and I'm still contributing to Nigeria. Most of my projects are in Nigeria. You know what I mean? So likewise. So yes.
So people may be talking nonsense against the man, but we that really understand the tempo, the direction is taking us to. I know it's getting to somewhere, because like I said, no presidents. It's British. Even the ambassador when who was a man can take everything, because these people are. See the revenue generation and distribution in Abuja. These people will they bring very, very, very poor in something. But by the time they take allocation, they take over far and above what they bring. And the essence of the money, instead of the money in their possession to use it for their people, to develop their people, school, health, road and all this thing, they will just use the money, excess money, to be sponsoring bandits and terrorism against the South again. So by now, when the regionalization will take effect fully, everybody will manage what you have. Then let everybody. If you see more, if you get your own revenue or whatever fund you have, resources you have, don't use it to sponsor anything you have. You are your own. If not, see what is happening in Castina, whatever. How how stupid they are. They sponsor this terrorists. 10, how many of them to before 10 or something? They sponsor them to Mecca. You see, and they have a lot of clean problem that is affecting all their walls and everyone there. They cannot come and do something for their people. See, imagine all of it is here and there. So I really, my own life. If I have opportunity to put 2, 3, 4 times, I will sit behind. I'll queue behind the President. I'm always people. I don't have time. I say, God give me the spirit of this man. He will never talk. He's walking. Like walking. He never talk. You never see him talking. Everywhere I'm president. He's walking tenderly, seriously, tremendously. He's doing something fantastic. And you don't see him be talking here and there. That's why a lot of people say, something happened somewhere. You cannot go there and address them. Must he go there and address them? Must he go there? He's doing something. I want to all what's doing now is become obvious to every one of us. And I pray to God to give him long life, good health, to finish what he has started. Because he cannot slow down on what is going. He cannot stop at this level. He has to finish
Yoruba heritage. Thank you. Yes.
Because he's supporting everything, and all of us that are talking in favor of reality and talking in favor of the reality that we are seeing on ground. May God give us that all of us be present.
Amen.
To enjoy Nigeria.
Amen.
They will be behind us. We are going to be part of the system.
Amen.
That's my contribution.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I think you have made a lot of points. One of the points you made is that Tinubu survived even more when people criticize him, when people talk hate on him. And I think even Fashola has told us about him as well, that you underrate him or you take him for granted is at your own peril. You know, Tinubu do well when people criticize him, and we have seen a lot of progress already in this country. You know, even when we know that there are a lot of people who are fighting against the progress of the country at the same time. So, but all the people fighting against the progress of the country, President Tinubu is still winning. You know, he's still succeeding. You get the point now. You know, many of the insecurities, many of the issues that we are talking about today are politically motivated. Marzi, what is wrong with you? Your network is not good. Can you say what you want to say, please? We can hear you. Go ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be following your conversation. Most of you are youth, and most of you are living abroad. Anywhere elsewhere outside Nigeria. It pains me so much when we start to tribalize our discussions. We don't need to. There is nowhere in Nigeria where a Yoruba man buys bread cheaper, or an Igbo man buys bread cheaper, or Hausa man buys bread cheaper. We cannot be satisfied when those who are supposed to be our leaders are being our rulers.
Does that include Obi? Does that include Obi and Soludo and Alex Otti? No, I want to know. I want to understand what leader you are talking about, because everybody have their own leaders. Is there anywhere in Nigeria your leaders are treating you well where you come from? No, are Igbo leaders working for the progress of Igbos? I want to know. No, yes, I want to. Yes, let's talk about the current leadership. Does that include the leaders in Igbo land? I want to understand. So, are Igbo leaders treating Igbos well?
Yes. Most of our leaders in the East are not treating us well.
Exactly. So, why is it that you guys don't talk about that?
If somebody like him, listen to me, my brother, so that we can learn from each other.
I cannot learn from Igbo man. It's not true that I will learn anything from Igbo man, because you came here now crying foul. You just came here now crying that they are calling you out.
You are a young man.
Okay, I mean, young. That's what I'm telling you. I'm using my youthful age to expose the criminality of Igbos in Nigeria. Everybody can see it. Stop hiding. You are an old man and you think that Nigerians will not see? You just said nonsense. Everybody came here and they were focusing, talking, addressing the issues. Now you came here fighting for your own tribe. No, he's going to vent his anger, but I need to correct him. Everybody, you listen to everybody making their own point. And now you are telling that it pains you that people are trying to do what? Oh, God, you are talking nonsense. Can you go and advise Igbo youth? Can you go and advise Igbo youth? I think you say you're an elder. Where have you advised Igbo youth before? Oh, God, go and advise Igbo youth and fuck off. It's an insult. What you came here to do is an insult. And I will not allow you to use my platform to do it. No, sir. I will not allow you to use my platform to do that nonsense. We already had enough. You already know what he's saying. You already know what he's saying. Fuck off. You don't have any important thing to say. Fuck off. You say you are Igbo elder. You are elder and Igbo land is the way it is. And you are not ashamed of yourself. If I'm an elder in Igbo land, I will be covering myself in shame. If you are an elder in Igbo land, you should be covering yourself in shame for allowing your children to become a disaster to Nigeria. Who is the person that want to talk? Okay, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Okay. I greet everyone.
Yeah.
What I want to say is that do you know that we are very stupid?
Exactly. I want your Mazi Okoye, your stupid elder here. Let him listen to you.
These are criminals. They want us to welcome and
but you are the one that said I should allow the elder to speak. This is the kind of elder that they have given. Look at the kind of children that Igbo elders have given birth to. Nuisance. That's what I'm saying. You come here, you want to go and advise me. I'm from South. I'm not Igbo. So you can never see that behavior where we come from. This one say Insima will end up like Adeyiga grandson. Okay, that is your prayer. That is what you wish. What happened to Adeyiga grandson? Many of you don't know. What do you think happened to Adeyiga grandson? He has a problem. He has a family problem. It's not Igbos that put him there. What happened to Adeyiga grandson is even the Yorubas. Because the Yorubas at that time, they were thinking that Adeyiga grandson was. I think the Yorubas should rise up and release Adeyiga grandson. You understand me? But, it was the Yorubas that petitioned Adeyiga grandson. But today the Yorubas have woken up to see that what Adeyiga grandson said was correct. You get the point now. So it doesn't matter what you do. I'm not afraid of whatever you are talking about. I'm not afraid of see. Look at what I'm happy about. That I'm able to be alive to fulfill the wish and the prayers of our forefathers and our ancestors. Because our ancestors, they defeated Igbo leaders, Igbo elders, who tried to Igbonize us. 1967 Biafra War in the South Niger Delta. These are the prayers of my forefathers. They pray that our children will continue to stop Igbotic criminality. Yes, that is what they said. According to the story, they said the rising, the children of the foreign Biafrans will rise up and fight to protect their country. Today, we are the one doing it. The South people are protecting their territories from Igbotic expansion agenda. This is what is still happening today. Is what is happening. You understand me? This one's Demand PLC say you are wasting your time, you are still Igbo. You are very foolish. You are very, very foolish. You see my name, you see my face.
What I noticed from them, they always criticize people. They always criticize people. The Igbo people
we are not afraid of criticism, sir. That is not what we are noticing. It's not about criticizing. What we notice is that they are criminals. They are trying to force us to be Igbos for any other person to see what they see as Igbo person. I'm not from Igbo land. I don't live in Igbo land, so I don't see what you guys are seeing there. I'm from South. My place is more developed than Igbo land. You understand me? You get the point now? Look at this one now. You say, oh, you are Igbo. Come and take me as Igbo now. Unity beggars. I've never seen a tribe beg people to become Igbos. Use all kinds of tactics. Doesn't make sense. You get the point now. Oga, I will continue to expose you. I will continue to expose your stupidity. You understand me? I will continue to expose your stupidity. He said, Oga, Yoruba see you as evil. He's a foolish Yoruba person that will call me Igbo right now. Any Yoruba that call me Igbo is a criminal. I've said it many times. I'm not afraid. I tell you the truth. And I know that the Yorubas are not illiterate. They are not foolish. They are not criminal. So they know. If they see me, they know that I'm a Akwa Ibom. I'm from South South.
That has happened in the past. When we didn't when now we know. That time they used to before the amalgamation, the code was divided into three.
Yes.
And all the South and Southeast were together.
Yes.
So based on that, an average Obama will say, Oyomi, when they see Alabama, and they will say Anaibu. When they see Edoma, Delta, and they will say Anaibu. But now everything is clear. Because we know who is who.
Definitely.
So Southwest. Not Central, not Central. All they have 6 political souls now. No longer Mazonia. Mazonia has failed.
In fact, that's my joy. That's my joy. That's my joy. This is true. This thing is true. You want to identify where you come from now. It's not like what you just pointed out now. That we Yoruba people, when we see people from the east, we call them all of them to Equated or to Port and this, we call them Igbo. So you now that we got that with this new development, I think everything will be everybody will know how to guide all these various things and bad things around you. It is clear. So we should thank God for that wisdom our leader.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. There's no problem with that. Thank you very much. You know, that is how, you know, what that man came to do, what that Mark Okoye is an Igbo man. That is the same way Igbos behave. When they come to your platform, they want to come and tell you to run your platform. They want to come and tell you that they know better than you. They want to prove that it's an elder. What a stupid leader. Or what a stupid elder. That you don't help your people in your space where you come from to be better. That you have given birth to children that have become a nuisance. That you have given birth to children that are in prisons all over the world. That you have given birth to children that are kidnappers, organ harvesters. And you are proud to say that you are elder. No, you can never see that kind of elder where I come from in the South, in Niger Delta. And that is why I don't want to end up as a stupid elder like you. I'm doing it for the future of my own people, for the future of my own children. That's why I'm not going to keep quiet. So when I hear you say, oh, Nsima, you are an elder, you hear us, I'm young. So because you think I'm young, I'm naive? I'm not. I'm not like your forefathers that was naive, that was so selfish, that buy your people and run away to Ivory Coast and leave you people to languish in hunger when you don't have nothing to feed. You can never see that where I come from. And then you now blame other people for your predicament. You will never see that happen in South South. You get the point now. So don't come here and tell me you're an elder. In fact, when you trigger me when you say you're an elder, that's the problem. Because when I look at the Southeast, I was in the Southeast. I know how you guys are criminally minded, how you guys are buying your people. In fact, there's a lady, I'm going to play that video now, of a lady. She in fact, she was crying that she is into drugs today because of her uncle. The same elder, the uncle that brought her into powder. And she's crying today, looking for help. The same elder. Who knows what this Mark Bukuya has been doing? You know, kidnapping people behind, calling himself Odogu, poisoning people. You're very stupid. Just like, thank you, sir. Nonsense. Somebody's asking me, Nsima, why is there no functioning seaport in Akwa Ibom? You blame our leaders, the leaders in Akwa Ibom. But the current, will I say, our modern leaders try to change that. Since Goodluck Jonathan, what is his name? God, His Excellency, common senior president, he tried to change it. He was the one that the Ibaka's deep seaport that they are talking about today was the idea of Victor Atta and Godswill Akpabio. So every successive leaders or governors that come, they are using that to campaign for election. So under this government, we have seen that President Tinubu have approved the Ibaka deep seaport. So what they are doing now is they are doing several negotiations and consultations to get partners and all of that will come and start up the Ibaka deep seaport. and all of that. So you can blame our leaders for anything that is wrong in my state. You blame my own leader, because my leaders in my state, the governors they are in charge of development of our state. Anything good that comes to every state is your governor, is your leaders that will bring it. Because you're forgetting that you also have state assembly. You have state assembly. So if all the state assembly cannot suggest or bring a bill that will bring good things to your state, to your region, then you are stupid. How can you be blaming the federal government? They are very foolish. The federal government, their job is to remit money to the state. And they have been, ever since inception, ever since I was born, I've never heard that the federal government is owing any state. So what is the state using the money to do? So and before now, of course, the seaport, you need to get license from the government or from the federal government, of course. So the state governor have never said that the federal government have rejected the license. No. It has always been that the state governors are not ready to do what they need to do. My government and my governor today, His Excellency, what's his name again? Pastor Omo, PhD, do not have any excuse, because under this government, President Tinubu, license are given to everybody, anybody, as long as you want to bring development, as long as you want to do good things. Because look at the airport in Osun, the recently concluded airport. Is it a cargo airport? Is it in Osun or Ogun State that just happened? So is whatever that you want to bring to your state that you bring to your state. Nobody is stopping the progress of your state. The person that is stopping it is your leaders, the leaders that you voted in, your own leaders, to hold them accountable. The federal government is not the cause of our problems. In fact, the government knows that the federal government cannot do it all. That is why it was divided into state and local government too. So the local government will do their own part, the state government will do their own part. Together, as they are doing it together, everything will now work fine. And the federal government do their own bit. Before you know it, Nigeria is the best. So let everybody do their own. So Joe Fix, I know that you are Igbo man. Why don't Igbo people have airport or common seaport, since Igbos are traders? Because I hear you people say you are traders. Since immemorial that you guys are traders, but there is no proof that Igbos are traders from inception. It's only when you migrated to Yoruba land that you Columbia the business of the Yorubas and started doing it. That's the truth. They might say Igbos have airport in Enugu. So why are you guys crying then? Have your seaport now. Do you have sea? Okay, let's hear from Ajibade, please. Ajibade, please, if you are there. Go ahead. I don't know if I pronounced your name. Well, sorry. I'm not. I'm going to meet you very soon. Demand PLC. Stop spamming my program. Stop spamming my program, I beg. Talking nonsense. You are the one wasting your time because you are the one watching me. I'm doing my job. That's why I know that most of you are foolish. You keep typing and we are wasting your time, but you are the one wasting your time. Because if you don't like what somebody is doing, why are you here? Ajibade Oba, okay, you are not ready, I remove you. When you are ready, you come back. You get the point now. Now, so let us go back to this, of course, these same conversations. You will hear Igbo man come up to this platform, try to pretend and say, oh, why are you making it tribal? Why are you calling out my people for the crime? Is it not the people that are stopping the progress of Nigeria? It's just like in your family. There's one evil man or evil woman in your family that will not allow progress. Will progress happen in your family if you don't call out that criminal in your family or that wicked person? Igbos have become like criminals or will I say like a barrier to the progress of Nigeria. Yes. That is what is happening. No, they accept. Don't say they don't accept. They accept. That is why every time they are paying. That's why every time they are paying and they want to come and try to gaslight us and say, hey, why are you making it tribal? Why are you making it? You see the point now? We are not. Nigeria is a tribal country. Nigeria is made out of tribal nations. You get the point now? Nigeria is made out of tribal nations. It is gazetted in our constitution. So when you come and talk nonsense, you are foolish because you don't know what Nigeria is. No wonder Igbos don't know what Nigeria is. That's why they always say that, oh, Nigeria, Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. So because Yorubas have rule, Hausa have rule, Igbos want to. You see that the ideology of Igbo man is, it shows you that it's not working. That is why Igbos no rule, because that is not what Nigeria is. You understand me? So don't come and tell us nonsense. Now, That stupid elder, Igbo elder, came here to say, the leaders. And I asked him, when you blame the leaders, does it include your own leaders from your space? Because the leaders in Yoruba land are doing well. That is why Igbos are running there. If Yoruba land is not working, why will Igbo man go there? Igbo travel to Yoruba land because Yoruba land is working. These are with Lagos, Osun, Ibadan, every other place in Yoruba land. How come nobody's migrating to Igbo land? That is the question I keep asking. When I hear them present Obi to us and say Obi is the best, I say, how come Igbos are not staying in Anambra? Or we are not hearing stories of how Igbos are rushing to go and enjoy good governance in Anambra that Obi was a governor. You understand me? So now this one say Isima have Igbo blood. That is not true. It's Igbos that have Ibibio blood. Because that is why they set out the indigenous bill. You get the point now. Igbos want to come and enjoy indigenous Yoruba blood. Igbos are looking for Ibibio blood. Let me tell you what Igbos have. Igbos actually have Fulani blood. That is why Igbos are behaving like the Fulanis. If you call out Igbo criminality, they make reference to the Fulanis in the north. I say, oh, what about the Fulanis? Who are those Boko Haram? Who are those? So many of you don't know. I've said this before. Igbo elders, Igbo parents were pregnanted by Fulanis. Ojuku grew up in the north. Azikiwe grew up in the north. All of them, they have Fulani blood. That is why they behave and think like the Fulanis. They are moving from place to place like nomadic idiots. Nomadic people looking for cleaner pastures. You understand me? So what I'm telling you is a reality. So when you talk about blood, Igbos are the one that have blood. Look at the Fulanis and the Igbos. You can put them side by side. Maybe I need to do another broadcast to bring out the features and the characteristics of Igbos and the Fulanis that are similar. I will compare and contrast it because even when you look at the history of Nigeria, Fulanis and Igbos are the major factors of Nigerian disruption.
What I just said. If you trace, go memory lane, if you go to what the population of Nigeria, Igbo and Yoruba, Azikiwe and Obafemi Awolowo, you know that is where the problem we have been having that problem from them. Chief Obafemi Awolowo said, "Let me be your finance minister." Come in, but before you know, he's aligning with for a man like our Chief Awolowo that forget to bring the idea that let me do your finance minister. Is minister under president? Yes, it is a minister under prime minister. But you be the prime minister. Why I be the finance? The man was not happy to hear that. Before you know, he aligned with the NNPC. NNC with NNPC. That's how they congregate the whole thing from the start. And that's the problem they are facing till now in that place. Instead of them working with Yoruba people, they hate us. They hate Yoruba people. They're talking nonsense against us. They claim that Yoruba Lagos is no man's land, everything. But we still accommodate them. But they didn't see what happened in 2023. What happened in the election. It's not them that vote. It's Yoruba that vote. They want to vote against the president then. They want to vote against, but they think that it was the pressure of the Labour that almost win the election for them. So they hate us, but they are not. They hate us, but they are always in Lagos. They are always there. They hate us. They say Yoruba people they are backsiders. They are these big biters. They are this, they are that. They describe us to all names. They give us all names, all sort of names. But yet they
go and see the way they are migrating to Ogun State now. Go and see the way they are migrating to Ogun State now. In droves. In droves. They are going to Ogun State now in droves. Because of Dangote port there and all those stuff. And latest development there.
Yes.
Now they're migrating there.
Even Ekpe, see them there. They are building houses there. They live among us, but yet they will criticizing us. Yeah. But how many of us that can go to Enugu or Anambra to go and do anything there? You can't get access to them. They won't allow anybody. Even Anambra people and and what they call them, and Enugu. They don't give them chance. They don't give them chance. How would that place develop? It can never develop. That's how they will remain like that. They all of them are rooting to Yoruba land. They want to show us in Yoruba land. And when you talk, they say you are too tribal. You are too this, you are that, you are those. So I mean, those people have to work on themselves. Instead of them to work with this present government to really make sure the power comes, the demand comes back. They are antagonizing. They think Obi can do a lot, and Obi cannot do a lot because they want to use Obi. They want to use Obi because once Obi vicious something and lost the election, the man will come up from there. Or if he wins, like they are projecting, if he wins, the other man, the man, the Kano man will just come behind. How many? What can you do in 4 years when you because of desperation? Because of desperation, you are now suggesting, you are now bringing idea that you only want single first time. As if you are a magician. Those people are doing it, they don't get it right. So let's see how it goes. I know.
So sir, what is the roadmap to Obi winning election in Nigeria or any election at all? Can Obi win any election in Nigeria except in the southeast?
Cannot. I can tell you, it cannot, because listen, where is what do you call it? With basis. Yeah, he has got nowhere to sponsor where is he coming from? He cannot win election. See, APC, how they establish themselves over and there, and they are working decisively to get them achieved. Let's see, where is their party? Where is their party? Are they in the parliament? Are they in this? They should go and do their grand work well. They
don't have a secretariat enough to fight for 3 states.
They have to be the election. Election by media election. Facebook election. Okay, we will see. We will see. I know. It's not getting anywhere anyway. But now my fear is that they will be shouting and they rig the election. When you don't have the stuff of getting it. See, they just be criticizing government. What I can do different? What can you do different from what this man is doing? Can you do more than what he's doing? They won't come with a viable option suggestion for government. They'll be criticizing here and there. He's doing this. He's doing that. What can you different when you come on stage? What do you intend to do different from what this man is doing now? That's going to be better than what he's doing. You have to be telling us. They are not telling us anything. They're just roaming about the street and talking nonsense.
An average northerner will never vote to be an average northerner. They prefer you. I assure you to continue down.
Let them go with him.
Never.
I know they won't win election. They won't win the other election.
Never.
They will never.
You forget.
Okay.
Having like 31 governors. He has so many local government chairmen, so many councillors. All his foot soldiers are everywhere in the 36 states and the FCT.
The man really planned for the job. The man planned for the job. Not this.
He's not minding councillorship. He's not minding chairmanship. He's not minding governorship. Just the presidency. So he thinks Nigerians are fools. We will vote councillors. We will vote chairmen. We vote governors. We vote senators. We vote reps. They will now come on the presidency and go and vote for another person entirely to bring us back to the Stone Age, to Fiagwa.
To Fiagwa, they don't follow Nademo to Fiagwa. To Fiagwa. What a shame. It's a very shameful something, very shameful something. Now they are presenting themselves as if they are the ones that is going to fix Nigeria. Can you imagine these criminals?
Okay.
Have you not seen Igbos presenting themselves as if they can fix Nigeria when they have not fixed where they come from?
That's what the so-called elder wanted to impress on us.
Yeah, that is what I was tell him. I knew that is where he was coming from. That's why I pointed him back to where he come from. Is your place fixed? Then he answered me. He said no. I said, then why are you coming to advise Nigerians? How can you advise Nigerians when your place is not fixed? How can you present a man that comes from a place that is not fixed? Man, it must be stupidity. It must be botic.
Yes. Very, very stupid thing to do. How can you come and tell me Obi that can never ordinary erosion, Obi cannot tame? You want to compare him to something that the man who tamed the whole Atlantic Ocean. Look at the huge difference. A man who tamed the whole Atlantic Ocean. You want to compare him to a man who couldn't even tame an ordinary erosion in Anambra.
Exactly. Even that same man, he even in an interview, he told us how he was calling a Yoruba man for help when he was a governor. Yes, he was calling Yoruba man for help. He was calling Obasanjo. He was calling all the leaders. He told us with his mouth that everything that happened in Igbo land, he was looking for help through a Yoruba man. And now you are coming to educate the Yorubas. Are you normal?
He said we are not in Nigeria. That's why we're saying this. How much they sell bread? How much they He's just talking.
He's talking nonsense.
Bullshit.
Talking about Nigeria. Is it not the diaspora that have been sustaining Nigeria until President Tinubu came?
I'm talking with my people. Sorry.
I'm just going to mute you. Is Nigerians abroad that have been sustaining Nigeria before now that President Tinubu came? You get the point now. So now President Tinubu has now made Nigeria to be where it is today, which means that in the next 4 years again, Nigeria will be progressing. You are telling me that I'm not in Nigeria, but all my life is in Nigeria. All my families are in Nigeria. Everybody that is in Nigeria. And you are the one telling us that you know more than us, know Nigeria more than us.
I just came back from Nigeria. I went and established a business in Nigeria 2 months ago, and the business is thriving now. It's doing very, very well.
I've set up another business. Even just yesterday, I set up another business. So what are they talking about?
I don't know.
They are just talking nonsense because they are trying to bring their brother. That's why I'm telling you that there is no way as it stands now. I'm telling it to the face of everybody and to the face of Igbos. There is no way Igbos can become president of Nigeria as it stands now until they change their mentality, until they change their ideology, until they stop the marketing Nigeria, until they stop running their propaganda. There is no way. Saying that running propaganda against Nigeria, the marketing Nigeria, cannot make you president, and Nigerians will never vote you. It's only Igbo criminals that will vote you. Simple. Obi is an Igbo project. Obi is a Biafra project.
Exactly.
So, stop telling us nonsense as if we are children.
We told them that times without number. Now a vote for Obi is a vote for Biafra. A vote for Obi is a vote for Biafra. Any Nigerian who tries it is voting for Biafra. So no way for him.
We saw it now. We saw it, sir, during the last elections. Is it not the Yorubas that made Obi to be who he is today?
Yes.
Yes, it was the Yorubas. Even it was a Yoruba man who was his DG, who was the one that his godfather, Patomi, even Obasanjo. It was the Yorubas were the one pushing Obi. And I love it because that balanced the equation. And I love the Yorubas. The Yorubas are almost everywhere anyways. They know how to play politics like the Northerners as well. So the Yorubas were the one backing Obi up. And that is why he was carrying his shoulder. Who did Obi call? Was it not a Yoruba bishop? I'm asking, was it not a Yoruba bishop Obi called? Yes, Daddy. Everything about Obi cannot be without the Yorubas. Obi business today is in Yoruba land. That is why Obi did not even condemn what is going on in the southeast, because he knows that his business is not affected, because all his business is in Yoruba land and the south and maybe in Abuja and some places. That's the point.
Before now, during the establishment of Fidelity Bank of Nigeria, the profit Fidelity Bank made in 2026 has never been made before in their history. They tripled their profit under the presidency of Ajiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If Obi says anything negative against Ajiwaju, he is being myopic. He's being myopic and being insensitive to the kind of money that is going into his pocket during this man's presidency. And he's showing how ungrateful he is to the man who is making his business to flourish. Go and check the records. Fidelity Bank has never made the profit they made in 2026 ever before in their establishment before now. You can't come in out to say, Shojo has spoiled the economy. Whereas you are the one ripping off. you are reaping the enjoyment and the surplus that is coming in from the president, from the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Your Fidelity Bank is making load of profit inside this regime. If his policies are not right, will your bank be making that profit? You come now and you are putting that money, you are using it to buy Yoruba. Let me use Yoruba proverb for him now. I'm talking to Obi now, personally. You are using somebody's money to buy oil, to buy salt, to buy pepper. You are using it to cook your food, and you are abusing that person. Don't you know that you are causing yourself? You are causing yourself because somebody is developing you, is making you. You are packing the money, is helping you to make inside your pocket, and you are coming out to say rubbish against him, and you think you get to answer wrong. No way. God doesn't work that way. So we're telling those who are just following him, we're making him understand now. Obi is sawdust-headed. He doesn't have an answer to anything economic in Nigeria. He keeps on going to Harvard, collecting the credit, doing crash courses up and down, saying I do from marketing to marketing, or how did he call it? China to China.
Yeah, he studied marketing to marketing, or business. Yeah, business to business. I don't even know what he was saying. Container economy. I don't even know what he was even talking about.
They are not serious in Sima. We are waiting for them. August is around the corner. May God spare our lives.
Amen.
Fire for fire.
They don't already hear him now. They don't already hear him, sir. In the hear him.
We can argue against them. Now, false. If they, anything they bring, they will collect.
Godwin, when I brought you here to speak, you couldn't speak. Look at you as an Igbo man, you are challenging an Akwa Ibom man. Is that not stupidity? Are you seeing Akwa Ibom people inside prisons? Bring your Obi. If Obi is your candidate, bring it on board. Let's talk about it. Don't come and be using gaslighting that you are an elder, this and that. When leaders, Obi is not the kind of Obi is not exemplary leader that Nigeria needs.
No. Southeast can do better. Let them bring another person, not Obi.
If Obi is a leader that Nigeria needs, Igbos would have been rushing him. The Igbos that I know will not allow him to be the leader of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Yes. Because they keep good things for themselves. Yes. They wouldn't have allowed. Why is it that they have not used the expertise of Obi to build Southeast, to build Igbo land? Ever since he left in government, there's nothing. Obi never brought anybody out of poverty before in his life, even as Igbos recognize him as a billionaire, because I don't see him as a billionaire.
Where are his people? As we can name names, those that have worked with Asiwaju since 1999, we can name names. Dele Alake is one of his ministers. Fashola is still 100% with him. Just name it. Just name it. All of them are there working with him. Look at the CBN governor. If the former finance governor, they are to bring just three out of those people that worked with him when he was governor in Anambra State. They couldn't trust his judgment. They couldn't trust his person. They don't like his personality. That's why they are not associating with him. Any person you see associating with Obi is just for tribal reason, or religious, tribal or religious reason. That's it. Now they try to raise the flag of Muslim ticket again. When they saw that it's not flying again, they said, don't go there. This time around, it's going to sink us again. The way it will sink you in 2027, it's going to be more than 1,000. How it sunk you in 2022. Go and write it down. Bring the religious card or the tribal rubbish again in 2027. You are going to be in for it. You are going to be in for it. We are all out for you this time around. So we are seeing the good work Ashadu is doing.
Exactly.
So let him continue with the good work. And we are solidly behind him. And we believe every patriotic sane Nigeria should be behind him.
Definitely.
So that the good work continues in 2027 by his grace.
Amen. And that is why we call Tinubu the master strategist, right? Go and look at it. When people were predicting Muslim, when Obi was campaigning with it. And I see many Igbos using Lagos election, in 2023 Lagos election as a bragging thing. It was not Obi that defeated Lagos, that defeated Tinubu in Lagos. Obi did not win Lagos because of him. Lagos, full of Christians and other religious people. Of course, the south side is mostly, or the south is mostly Christians, right? So the rhetorics of Obi that it was a Muslim ticket is what made some people,
Exactly.
you know, is what cajoled some people. It was not that Obi was a good person. It was not that Obi was a good leader, or it was not that Obi was a good alternative. So,
Our pastors were preaching to the people in the church.
yes, yes.
Now, please, this is Christian something.
Yes.
Don't go Muslim, go Christian.
Yes.
That was what helped him.
Yes.
But this time around, our people they know better now. They know better.
Yes. Yes. So let us see. That's why I was asking, where is the pathway for Obi to win any election in any federal election? There's no pathway. Even in Igbo land, if it was to be election in Igbo land, Obi, no, they won't even choose Obi. They have better leaders in Igbo land. That's why we keep asking, is Obi the project of Igbos? And this is where we are going to be hammering on. I know the campaign angle, what we are going to, the rhetorics. It's very simple question. Is Obi the project of Igbo? Is Obi because in Igbo land today, I know leaders in Igbo land that Igbos will support. They will never even, if there's anything for them to select leaders in Igbo land, Obi is not even up to, is not even 30%. Obi is even up, not even up to 100.
That was what Dave Umai told him. He said, "You come and compete. You can't even compete with me. Let alone to want to compete with Ashiwaju." That was what Dave Umai told him. He said, "No, if Umai wants to compete with him, he should go and be on the ballot box before we debate with him and all those stuff." They say, "Look, and you want to debate President Tinubu? You go and become president first. Debate President Tinubu too." That's what people are now telling him as well. So if you can't debate Umai, because Umai is not on the ballot box, then you can't debate President Tinubu.
Because Tinubu is the president. Yes.
He's the president. So you go and become a president first before you can compete. You can debate President Tinubu.
Definitely.
So common sense is that every person with his right senses know that Obi is no match. Obi is no match at all to actually. It's an insult to put Obi side by side with Asiwaju when you talk of governance. Rubbish. Anyway, then go hear him. We did.
Yeah, and that's why I was trying to explain what I was trying to, that President Tinubu is a master strategist. That is why we call him master strategist. You know, when people were blaming him and trying to use the Muslim, look at today in his cabinet, in all the team, in the presidential team, and all the appointments. Most people appointed are Christians. In fact, Christians are even more than Muslim in this government as we speak. So what are we talking about? So everybody can say that is why the whole president. Can you imagine the president of America? The president of America to identify with the wife of our president, President Tinubu, that tells you that it's not a joke. We are not joking here. We are playing high level of politics that Nigerians have never seen before. User, mute yourself. So you see what I'm talking about. So that is why we call President Tinubu the master strategist. There are so many policies today that has become possible because of the master strategies of President Tinubu. You understand me? I can mention even the tax reforms when there was many opposition to that tax reform, but because President Tinubu is a master strategist, he was able to make it work. You get the point now. Many things that President Tinubu have done now that the other presidents in the past tried to do but failed, but President Tinubu did it and become a success. That's why we know that he's a man that is fixing Nigeria. Many Nigerians are already confessing. Alex Otti. And that is why I brought this topic today, Alex Otti, because I've not played what Alex Otti have said, but we have already covered most of the things. Alex Otti is now praising Tinubu. Alex Otti, during this campaign, was exposed to Igbos that Tinubu is his master. You don't know that? That is why many of you Igbos don't know politics. President Tinubu played a good role, positioning his people, his mentees all over as governors, as ministers. This is what I'm telling you. You think that for President Tinubu to have over 32 governors on his side today, you think that it's just by connection, or you think because it's just what do you think? Why do you think President Tinubu is able to have 32 governors on his side today? Because he has mentored them one way or the other. He has affected their life, and they have seen, even as a president, that he has something to offer. So today, Alex Otti is the topic. Alex Otti praising Tinubu is master. Because Alex Otti, many of them did not know that Alex Otti was a boy for President Tinubu. He was in APC and moved to Labour Party during the election. As at that time, because they know the Igbos, how they are so stupid. And they play the games with them. And Alex Otti have been playing that game because we have been blaming him.
If you have it, Alex.
Yeah, we have it. We have it. I'm even reading one of the comments here. Somebody said, Alex Otti, the supposed best governor in Nigeria, says that we, the people, should be thankful for this administration. So I'm waiting for the backlash, whether they are going to fire Alex Otti too. You know how they used to fire people, like they fired Isaac Fayose? Me, I deal with them now. They know me very, very well. Yes. Yes. Because they have been praising Alex Otti. And I think this is a very good strategy. So Alex Otti should be doing most of the talking right now. Since they have been praising him as the best governor, Alex Otti should be telling them more of what President Tinubu have done. And somebody said, he said, Alex Otti, the supposed best governor in Nigeria, says that we, the people, should be thankful for administration. He said, thank him, Tinubu, for his courage. Thank him for his best, for his sacrifices. It takes a man of courage to remove petroleum subsidy and follow suit with the floating of the naira. And as if that is not insulting enough, he went further to say that we, the people, interpret as hardship today are the fallout of previous bad behavior. This is the same Alex Otti people put on the pedestal. You see what I'm saying now? So the same Alex Otti that they are praising, that is doing well, is not telling them the secret of his success. That is this President Tinubu that they should be thankful to, not to him. And that is why he came to make that video. And I think we should encourage. I think this government should engage Alex Otti more. Let it be the one to speak. Since the Igbos think that they are wise, that they know politics more than us, we are going to show them better politics, man. So Alex Otti is not speaking for the Igbos that love him the most. Alex Otti, the favorite Igbo governors or Igbo governor, is not telling the Igbos that, see, stop, don't just praise me. It is President Tinubu that is doing all these things. I'm going to play what Alex Otti said now. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Let me try to set up the system. Because I want you to listen to Alex Otti. Are you guys going to fire him the way you fired Isaac Fayose? Because anybody that speaks the truth, you guys always go after the person, especially if the person does not praise or bingo or does not align. This, you know, they love Alex Otti, right? Because Alex Otti has been visiting Nnamdi Kanu, do the things that they like, say the things that they like. Now Alex Otti is telling them, my boss is Tinubu. You guys should be grateful to him. That this man, Tinubu, has the courage, that he has sacrificed a lot for the progress of Nigeria. He even went further to tell them that, you see the sacrifice, the suffering that Nigerians are passing through. It's the sufferings of the past government, and that is correct. We remember how the past government, what did they do? How they printed naira, how they, they destroyed the currency. How they wanted to cause confusion everywhere. We remember Emefiele government, the CBN government.
133 trillion paper money. 133 trillion paper money. They printed.
133 paper money. Jesus, 133 trillion.
Trillion.
Can you imagine that?
Yes, paper money.
What about the forfeiture of Malami wealth? What about the forfeiture of the CBN governor, Emefiele? That shows that. Sorry?
No, I said no president, no Southern president tries that except nobody, because those guys are talking, they are northern sacred cows.
Yes.
They are northern sacred cows in Nigeria. Nobody just touched them. Look at El-Rufai. They came and met with him. He said, look, let the law take its course. I'm not going to interfere in the judiciary.
Yes.
He said, let the law take its course.
Yes.
I'm not going to interfere.
Yes.
Let El-Rufai go and face whatever the law says about what he has done. That's it. It takes a president with courage, my brother.
Yes. So that's how we even saw the wife of El-Rufai trying to blackmail Tinubu that, it was El-Rufai and her that was campaigning for Tinubu. If Tinubu say a word, that something will change. She was trying to blackmail Tinubu, but that did not work. You get the point now. So it's true. That is why all of them are trying to mount pressure on President Tinubu, but that is a man. So let us listen to what Alex Otti said about Tinubu. Let's go.
I want to also plead with you to take our felicitations to His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Want you to please thank him. Thank him for his courage. Thank him for his sacrifices. Some people may not understand. It takes a courage to do what we did in 2025. Remove petroleum subsidy and follow suit with the floating of the naira. What has that done? That has freed up a lot of funds that would have been used in financing consumption, to doing other things in the federal government, in the states, and in the local governments. And today, a lot of states are not paying salaries. A lot of states are able to build infrastructure. A lot of states are able to empower people to produce rather than consume. And make no mistakes about it. Every courageous decision, every courageous has its own consequences. So if you remove subsidy and if the naira, it will take its toll, and over time, people will begin to correct. What you see that people interpret as hardship are the followers of previous bad behavior.
You see, he told it to their faces. And whatever they say hardship that they are suffering today was a previous whatever. There's no hardship in Nigeria now. Does Nigerians do 4, 3, 4, 5 jobs? Does Nigerians pay tax 4 times? You know how many times we have been taxed in this country? We are taxed. Do you know how many times we have been taxed? You guys are lucky. Man. I'm telling them, sir. How many jobs do you do in Nigeria? Some of you even do small job and you are complaining. We do 3, 4, 5 jobs in order to feed ourselves, feed home, and take care of everybody. To even pay our bills too. Do you know how many times we pay tax? You don't know. You are just staying in Nigeria making noise. That's why I say I wish many of you will have money to travel so that you can see what we are seeing. Understand me? If you don't travel, you don't know what is happening. If you don't travel, you don't know what is happening. I hear when many people, when they come to this platform, they say, hey, Nsima, you are there enjoying. Why don't you join me and enjoy if it's easy? Why don't you come and enjoy? Who lives abroad and enjoy? Tell me who lives abroad and enjoy. Is it because don't you? Let me even tell you some things. It's a very shameful thing that we don't want to talk about it. When Daniel Biwala was saying that the kind of jobs that we do abroad in order to survive, many of you were mocking us. Many of you were mocking and antagonizing what he was. It's correct, but many of us abroad don't want to speak, don't want to say, because it's a shameful thing.
To defend why okay. I made my comment. I say we are into modern day slavery here in abroad. We are into modern day slavery. I'm telling you, what you guys are enjoying down there, you are enjoying your freedom. You enjoy so many things. If you know how to tap the potentials in Nigeria, you'll be better off for it. And if I had my way, second time around, my second life, if they ask me to go, I'm not living in Nigeria, I will stay in Nigeria.
I will stay in Nigeria, even me too, sir.
I will stay.
If I live in Nigeria, I don't pay rent. Why should I?
Many things we didn't know before we embarked on the journey. No return.
Exactly.
Before the journey, it was when we got here that we saw so many things. Yeah, we this place is paradise. We just went in there and started picking money. We didn't know this was how it is. Many of us went through hell. Many of us are psychiatric patients today because of the stress of living here. I've got so many people like that. And before they go their papers, they run mad. Before they go their papers, they run mad. You don't have this, you can't do this. If you can't have that, you can't do that. Here in this country, not like Nigeria, where you can just park anywhere. Nobody's going to give you any parking permit, parking paper. You come and try it here.
So in Nigeria, you can just wake up and start a business. It's not here like that. It's not possible.
No, it's not possible. You need to do so many things before you can do that. Eh? So many things we didn't know before we came here that we now know. But it's a journey of no return. I say, oh, God, I should stay. But there's no way. Those who were able to survive, they survive. Those who crashed along the line, they crashed. And those who are just living and surviving, they are here. There's so many so many credits on their head.
Yes.
They couldn't move anywhere.
Yes.
Before they collect the money, they spend it already. They come in here to come and tell us, Damn it, Bola told you the truth. You're trying to attack him. I went on Facebook and fired all of them there. They kept quiet. They kept quiet. So may God help us to arrange our country.
Amen. Amen.
We are on track. We are on track.
Yes.
May God continue to help him to steer the wheel of progress.
Amen. Amen.
He has no opposition.
Do we agree that he doesn't have opposition? He has opposition, he has enemies, but just that they are not able, they cannot beat the game. They are not fit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They cannot be compared to Tinubu. They cannot fit. He's a master. They cannot fit up beat his game. They don't have it. They don't have what it takes. That's the point. That's why they are failure. They don't have what it takes. So he has opposition because any other party that is not APC is opposition, right? They all have opposition right now, except the ones that will openly declare to support Tinubu. And that is why we are running a multi-party system, right? And all of them have their own candidate. But just at their A game, they cannot bring their A game. And even their A game cannot even scratch the back of Tinubu at all. You get the point? Have they declared it? Have they? I think Soludo even declared it. Soludo said that in Anambra they will vote for, yes, they will vote. Yeah, Soludo said that after, yeah, in Anambra. Thank you, sir. Thank you for reminding me. Yes.
He said it already and they ratified it because there's no, if you look at the INEC quota, there's no candidate for OPGA in the 2027 presidential election at the moment.
So what is the confidence of all these guys? People like Obi or Atiku thinking, what is their confidence? What did they bank on to think that they can defeat Tinubu? Please, do you know what is it that what did they bank on? Because sometimes I look at it, I see nothing, I say, this guy is foolish. What is it that they bank on? Can you talk on that?
In Sima, they don't bank on nothing. They know they are defeated already. You know what Kwankwanso said? When Tinubu pitched Shetima again, as his running mate, Kwankwanso said he has made another plus again by choosing Shetima again. That he has made a good choice by bringing in Shetima again. They knew, but they just have to play the point. Like someone like Kwankwanso is working towards 2031. When he's going to come out as another candidate. So he's just trying to hang in on there so that the Southeastern people will say, he supported us in 2027. No, let us support him in 2031. So Kwankwanso just trying to arrange it. Even Obi himself knows the way he talks, the way he moves, you know he has that defeatist instinct in him against Ashwani. They are already defeated, they know. But they're just trying, and they're getting money from there as well. Yeah. Of course, they're getting money from there because people are contributing money there and there and to fund their campaign.
All right.
And so they make use of that money as well. It's going to be useful for them. So they know what they are doing.
Okay.
So they're talking us of confidence and all those stuff. They don't have any confidence. If they have any confidence, you will see them coming out with policies. You will see them coming out with their manifestos. You ask Obi, how is he going to do this? How is he going to do that? He will tell you, I'm not going to reveal my secret. It's my secret. I'm not going to reveal it. What do you mean secret? If you say it first before everybody, people will know Obi has said this. Anybody that says the same thing, they will say, no, Obi said this thing first. This person is just this candidate trying to copy Obi because that's what Obi plan to do for Nigeria. So they don't have any confidence. They're just trying to pull along that they used to do. Then when they lose in 2027, they will go back again accusing the judiciary, accusing INEC, blaming it on rigging and all those stuff. Because they don't just have what it takes to contest against the Jagaban of the universe. Is it the work he's doing? Anytime he has already appointed renewed ambassadors already. Those ones are going all about now. Even in the southeast, showing the southeasterners all the routes Baba is constructing in the southeast that is beneficial to the people in that zone. So it's a done deal already. If you hear the way Abla was talking with Shehu Okunbaloye of Channels, he got a point. Shehu was asking him, "Are you going to rig the election?" Abla they say, "What do you mean by rigging?" There's not going to be any rigging about that. What I'm telling you is that Ashwaji is going back to Azura. You're talking about lose. If the meaning of lose is going back to Azura for Ashwaji, then so be it. How will Ashwaji lose election against a minion like Obi in an election? What has Obi done to impress the people? Well, you know what I love about our Nigerian people? As things are going on, majority of people will not talk.
Yes.
They're seeing things.
Yes.
They're saying things.
They will just be keeping quiet.
They will just be keeping quiet. When the time comes to do justice, just like Professor Kiyamo said, when the jungle mature, we will see who is the king.
Who is the father? Who is the master?
When jungle mature, that is 2027 January, and that's the only they will know who their true father is. Actually, is their papa.
Okay.
So, say don't do, Baba. Say don't do. They
Yes,
don't have
sir.
any confidence. They just bragging.
Egongu, welcome. Egogo, door is shining. Thank you.
Yes, Isima, God bless you.
God bless you too.
And may God bless everybody that is watching on your platform.
Thank you.
Amen.
First thing, good evening over here in Nigeria, in Edo State. My governor is coming to UK this month ending. Isima, I believe you are in UK.
Really?
Yeah, my governor is coming on the 31st.
Is he coming to catch what's the name of that man?
No, he's coming for a program. You know, those of our people in UK, in London, that will be expecting to see the governor, or to hear from him, or to have some relationship or conversation that don't have the chance to come to Benin. Now the governor is now coming to UK to do meet and greet.
Okay.
With them. Yes.
That's good.
Isima, as a politician, Isima, I've registered a lot of people today in my polling unit.
Very good.
That this voters registration is going on in EE State.
Yes.
Isima, are you hearing me?
I can hear you now, loud and clear.
Good. Today, since I think when they start since last month, they started the INEC registration of voters card. And if you see those politicians who have been making noise online, they don't know that something like this is going on, but they want to win election. How can you win election if you don't? How can you win election if you don't have the people in heart? How can you win election if you cannot deliver your polling unit? How can you win election if you don't know that registration is going on in your state? Those politicians today, you see them shouting, Obi. Ask them. How many people have you registered in your polling unit? Ask these people who are be shouting Obi, this Obi idiot online. Ask them, where is their unit? Where is their local government? Can you mention the name of your local government chairman? Do you know who is representing you in the State House of Assembly in your state? Do you know who is your councillor? Can they come out of election day and mobilize and win their unit? But when you see them online, they will be shouting Obi, 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 and the Obi is now fooling himself, kneeling down in different people's corner, begging them because he want to become a president. Isima, you know I don't like to talk much because I will allow other people to speak. Isima, I am still telling you again, in Edo, I'm not bragging in other states. I'm talking about my state where I have a governor that is performing. If my governor today is not performing, I believe today you will not hear the name of this governor, Akpakomisa. It's because he's performing.
Yes.
It's because the governor has come to... Yes, Akpako Rescue. Because the governor has come to change the political narrative in Edo. That is why you see today in Edo State here, anytime the governor want to thank everybody, when he don't thank everybody finish, he don't thank Edo people finish, you will see the governor will come out and tell you, thank Mr. President. In all his speech, go and listen. You see, my governor, anytime when he talk, as he talk finish, he must thank Mr. President for his love, for his kindness, for his dedication that he has shown to the governors in the 36 states in this country. But other people we cannot confront. They cannot confront their governors. Say, Egogo from Edo State, anytime he comes to the Sima platform, he will be praising his governor. And he will be praising Mr. President. Why Egogo that praising his governor and his Mr. President? It's because the governor is working. And who is giving the governor the resources to work? Mr. President. Now, these people who are shouting Obi, 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 you have a governor in your state. Ask them. Egogo is praising his governor. What about you, sir? Who is praising you in your state? And Egogo is saying that the resources today the governor is using, Akpakomisa is using today in the Edo. I challenge you, my governor. What is your own resources that you are using it to work in your place? Show me. My brother, in this coming general election, Isima, we don't need to go more deeply. We are ready. Operation Deliver your polling unit. Operation Deliver your ward. Operation Deliver your local government. We are going out on that day come January 2027. In the 36 states. In fact, I'm not talking about the 36 states. Everybody, all the governors, all the progressive APC, we are ready. Our brothers and our sisters, they have told me that they are ready to fall back, to buy their ticket to come and cast their vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of the renewed hope he has given to Nigeria in I think this 3 months in office now. Am I right? Isima, 3 months in office.
Who?
The president.
3 months or 3 years?
Okay, 3 years in office, sorry. 3 years in office.
Yes.
The president has done well. 3 years in office, Mr. President has done well. In Abuja, every day, 9 weekend, they commission project. Every day. If Mr. President no get love for the Minister of SCT, he's not going to give her the resources to the work. When Mr. President and the SCT will be commission project every day. Sometimes you will see Akpabio there, the senior president will go and commission. Sometimes you will see the president's wife. Sometimes you will see the speaker of the House of Rep. Commission project, governors in their state are working. How Obi want to win? Safe. That be the first question. In the ADC, not be ADC, NDC, now be in the NDC, I don't know who is Obi Poly United. I don't know who is Obi agent or that they serve. You understand?
Yes.
And I don't understand the way these people. I don't understand this way, the way these people think they can win election. I don't know. I don't know who is giving orders. On that day called January 2027, they are giving it all the state a marching order here to go. If you are not voting for APC, here you come to my polling unit, you will learn new thing. If we see you in my polling unit and you are claiming you are ADC, you are claiming you are NDC, I swear to God, you will learn new thing in my polling unit.
Exactly.
No man can come to my polling unit and intimidate me, because I have seen the renewed hope of Mr. President in Edo State, and we are very glad that God has given us a president who have action to tell his governors go and work. For Mr. President can come outside on national television and say, hold your governor responsible, meaning Mr. President is a responsible man for this country. We need him again. It's not progressive to go back. Tell them to go back. Yes. You understand? Isima?
Yes.
We challenge anybody, whether it be idiot, whether the useless Showere, whether the article has been wrong with.